folk. We are so glad you're joining us. Chasing Foxfires, our home game of Dungeons & Dragons. Before we begin, quick shout out to Syrinscape, amazing program that helps you manage your soundtrack as well as your battle soundtracks and a variety of background sound effects. Definitely check them out at Syrinscape.com. So, before we go back into initiative.
Oh, shit. I mean...
So you said the inside thing outside.
I'll keep the recap short. Thought was under attack by changelings. You learned led by Shasita, someone you met very early on in your travels. She or one of her followers managed to sneak past Reaver, got the Book of Chaos, and plane shifted out.
Starting to become a sore point.
Having a much needed long rest, some of you woke up during the night with an odd underbelly feeling. Looking at the night sky, there appeared to be another star in the darkness. Going back to sleep with that anxious feeling of, I can't do anything about it now, let's just prepare best as we can. You wasted no time in the morning, you said goodbye to your loved ones, wrote your will on Grecky's collar.
It's starting to sound a lot more macabre than we intended.
And with Shashita's tuning fork, you teleported from within the hallowed ground to the plane of chaos itself.
I didn't see it.
Some of you were immediately affected by that extremely disheartening feeling again as you landed on what felt like a jelly-like membrane or barrier that surrounds this plane.
I remember.
Not too far away from you, you caught a glimpse of Shasita before some form of bubble was thrown up around her, obscuring her from sight.
Onion.
Divine
onion.
The outside of it, when coming closer, seemingly very necrotic in nature, and Sam Raven gleaned from Lyra that there were layers to this onion.
Divine onion.
Shasita's clearly been working on creating an opening in this membrane, and as you saw these translucent kind of threads weave in an unseen wind, out of the opening leaked swirling stars, coming together into a gigantic, grotesque dragon, its mouth tearing open until its entire abdomen looked like one big maw. So, we're picking back off on initiative.
What?
We're picking off one of you.
One by straight away. We're picking up at initiative 10, but just to make sure that we're all where everyone knows where everyone is. There's a barrier of light or a wall of light up here. There's currently a dawn effect on top of the dragon itself.
Sorry.
Reaver's ethereal. Finn, I have you concentrating on something. But
Dawn.
You're the one that freed up Dawn, duh. Yes.
On the third.
Next, you're concentrating on the bubble. Protective
The
bubble.
other bubble.
Yes.
Other bubble.
Denarian, you are concentrating on being a tree. And you're also charmed.
Oh, yeah, this is a tree.
Yep.
I'm a charming tree, I'll have you know.
You stabbed.
The dragon is hexed with disadvantage on strength checks.
Yes.
Sam is currently in Tensor's form.
Yep.
Aridrian is
Technically, it's
concentrating
Raven's
on the wall of light, and you have
That's so
advantage on your next roll from Nexus. Silvery Barbs, I want to say it's called?
Reaver.
Me.
Reaver. Okay, I also have Aridrian getting one advantage for it, because I'm pretty sure you used it twice.
You did use silver bars and give them advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool.
Good.
We're not going to take advantage.
You know that something's been happening inside this circle that's been making this hole bigger. And I think that's everyone up to date. Let me know. Denarian, Grecki, Aridrian. Is that right? No. Denarian, Grecki, Nax, not Nax, Sam. Denarian, Grecki, and Sam if you roll a natural 1.
Or a 2 for me, to
Or a
manage.
2 for you.
Yeah.
Don't make it worse.
Before we get started, I have a very important question regarding world building. What color is a changeling's natural blood?
Oh!
Red.
Oh,
No.
interesting. But no pigment in the skin.
I was hoping for like white synthetic bishop.
Well, then-
fluid.
Like, it's pretty clear that there's a lot of blood right now.
Yes,
I mean, we've already seen it before.
looks pretty fucking rough.
Hmm. And you look very happy with
I'm
yourself.
alright.
So,
I'm still at triple
It's
digits.
kind of okay.
Triple.
on initiative 10,
Oh, fuck.
lair action, the ground below you shakes and shifts.
Oh, fuck, it's the maze!
Partially obscured
I mean-
from sight, some of you do see below you
Do we?
a familiar sight.
Just like,
Well,
It's
Reaver
obscured.
definitely sees it.
It's obscured if you're looking down, but I take it the ground see-through, so people over there looking at like
yeah.
on the diagonal.
Finn can see it. Denarian, if you turn around, would see it. Just to recap as well, I've got Aridrian here, Naxo for here, Greki, Denarian, Raven,
Yep.
Finn, and Reaver being ethereal
Yes.
and a spiritual weapon. Okay,
Rang?
Emotional support animal.
so
Spiritual.
initiative 10 lair action has happened. It is now.
And what happens to the dragon if it goes over the layer?
Good shout. Where is the dragon right now? The
Like
dragon
half
right
sand,
now.
half blue sand.
Yeah, it's mostly standing on a kind of deserty ground
Oh dear.
that waves and moves constantly, and there's things constantly being uncovered and buried by the sand. It looks like there's bits of grain swirling through its starry form. I don't think you guys know what that means yet.
I think we've seen the starry form, haven't we?
We've seen sand
You
form.
just got sandblasted,
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, it was a breath attack.
but it didn't have his breath weapon.
If it was sandblasted,
It doesn't have a spread.
yeah. Did you get sand? No, you got.
Fire.
I'm pretty sure you get hit by fire. Yes, which it had last time when it was above a sandy background.
Ah, sweet.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So, on Shasita's turn,
No.
She decides to give
she
it all.
doesn't know that you are coming.
She does not.
Nope. So she's just gonna go ahead with what she's been doing the entire time.
This is not something I want to happen.
Nope. No, I had a thought. Just gonna take it. What way?
Okay.
Yeet.
That is 2 successes on her turn,
Fuck sake.
and we'll keep it at that.
Fucking.
Voice the dragon.
She's just in there making death saves. She got absolutely fucked at the start of the fight.
We
They,
can,
they put up the bubble just like 2 feet to the left of her.
You're over there.
I've seen plenty of other people try and take a pop at this shield thing with no success so far. The last time I tried to attack the dragon, I embarrassed myself a little bit by missing.
Miriam is charmed.
I can't do anything about that.
That's
I
unfortunate.
can.
So I am going to take a pop at the shield because it's stationary, can't possibly miss. Famous last words. And I'm going to ping a bolt of radiant light at it from the wall.
Okay, since Naxa's silvery barbs. Silvery barbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I want to say slivery. You can take the advantage on that if you want to, just so you know. Make a magic ranged attack.
Did you say
So-
can or can't?
Can.
Can. Okay. That didn't
Just
happen.
basically
That's
make a ranged spell attack for this.
Okay, that's an 18 and ooh, good. 26. Got it.
That's a definite hit.
Wait, roll damage?
Roll damage.
That extra length.
Probably should have added that.
I got my dice down.
48 radiant is
Oh!
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
19 points. Okay.
She's dead.
You see that the necrotic aspect of your, the radiant aspect of your wall of light interacting with that necrotic layer seems to fizzle it away a little bit. It's not gone, but there's very much an obvious diminishing in it. And you can start seeing this yellowish light come filter through it. That definitely did
Lovely.
something. Yeah.
Okay, and my wall shrinks by 10 feet. The 10
Which
feet
side?
closest to the wall. To the
Okay.
sphere, sorry.
10 feet.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
There we go. Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn,
Where's the action bonus?
No, I can use.
we're gonna get legendary actions. So Shasita is gonna do a thing.
Fails.
She successfully
Fuck.
does the mysterious thing that she does. And I'm remembering this time
Oh, could you not?
Can she just fucking not?
that, let's see, where's the correct dice? Here we go.
Oh no.
Reaver, right below your floating feet.
More opens
It's
up.
after mystery. I don't know what they are.
Thank fuck you are in another dimension.
These are the most Sam dice that I own.
There you go. All of you, this is the thing I kept forgetting last time,
Yep.
take 17 points of necrotic damage as this tear opens wider and more chaos leaks out. That includes you, which means you're no longer charmed.
Hey! Fuck.
Never been so happy to be harmed.
Counterpoint. No?
No.
No.
No?
Other dimension.
Yeah, actually for this,
It's your call. I'm resistant regardless.
it would be yes.
Okay.
Because so this is quite interesting actually.
This is more spiritual damage rather than
No.
okay.
You would know the primal forces of life and death
Yeah.
transcend planes. They exist
So
everywhere.
saucy.
That also means that when you look down, occasionally they catch a glimpse of a face, hands swirling by.
Yeah.
What you see is more like when you stare death itself in the face. You don't see any bodily shape there at all. To
Yeah.
your eyes, it's just this massive mass of power is the only way to describe it.
I don't have any true seeing or anything like that active at the moment.
I know,
Okay.
but that's what you see in the ethereal plane.
Okay.
For the best.
17 and a half. So
If you hadn't already had an encounter like this before, you think this could have
maddening effects.
Detriment.
had some form of maddening effect to the brain.
So I'm just
Yes.
looking down going,
Yeah.
seeing it. I've seen Big Man.
You also see that the dragon, some of that starry energy also swirls towards it.
Oh!
Oh, it's regenerative.
Oh, she's casting Cure Wounds at the highest level.
No, I think,
What a dick.
the chaos energy is regenerating the dragon.
Yeah.
So, that is the legendary action at the end of Eridrian's turn, which means top of the round.
Sometimes you do everything you can and
Okay.
you fail. and
Shut
that's
the
okay.
card.
Yeah.
So I am going to move in
It's okay.
to the sphere.
Yeah.
And I made sure I was 30 feet away from the center. So
Right in the center. Oh.
what's happening in the sphere here?
So, floating in and floating through this sphere, you see the outlines of this kind of necrotic grey light.
Yeah.
But it's very, to you, it looks very vague, hazy. There's something behind it that to you almost look like needles flying by. You pass through what looks like a snowstorm. You pass through what looks like water, something that seems like dark fire, shards of glass that turn into leaves, and suddenly it's gone. And you are inside
Oh, that would have sucked.
the sphere,
Okay.
where you see Shasita herself. She looks pretty rough. Whatever she's been doing, it's clearly taken a toll on her. You can see that the veins on her arms and in her face are bulging as if with great effort. Her hands look wrinkled, like suddenly a lot of time has passed for her. She looks gaunt. Her fingernails are blackened. and she's holding what looks like a small rod. It almost looks like a sewing needle, maybe this big, very sharp, silvery in color by the looks of it.
Does it have a big ass eye on the end of it?
It does not.
No. Okay.
But she appears to be like almost pulling it down and pulling threads with it.
Okay, cool.
To you, ethereally as well, by the way, I'd say you'd probably be able to see that this jelly-like membrane that you've been standing on looks like thousands of interlocked threads to you. It's a lot clearer, ethereally.
Awesome.
So that's what you see.
Right.
She does not appear to have noticed you.
Great. I will drift behind her.
Mm-hmm.
I will drop it.
Like it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And I will immediately attack.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
I will
that's
give you
not
advantage on the first roll. Since
Here's
she
a question.
doesn't
Is she
expect
surprised?
it. I will give you advantage on the first roll.
Ideal.
Since she
Okay. That's what I need. It's high.
We like high.
We do like high. The second roll.
Who's a bard? I wonder what. No, wait, Chaos is the bard.
Are all bards then just naturally chaotic?
Have you met us?
It's year 20.
A natural 20.
I feel like a romance just blossomed up there between the two of you and the dice.
They have their fantasy home. Now
Yeah.
Their natural 20s together.
It's the Reaver dice.
Oh, how appropriate.
Kill.
Now,
Murder.
Execute.
I don't know what's about to happen.
Right there, I can kill.
But, as in, like, the scythe comes across from outside to strike down, and then sort of just passes through, kind of like imbuing flame, crisscrosses through, and I set my hand on her shoulder.
Okay.
Billy, where's your god now? And I will do the thing that I don't know what it does.
I believe she gets a save, doesn't
She does not. It is a
does
roll
not?
to hit. And I crit.
Do you still get to deal damage?
I do.
Deal damage.
Will damage it? Don't deny the damage.
Do it.
Do it.
Altars out.
Maths.
17 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And I am looking up. I feel like she should get a save. But I'm looking it up for you.
The smugness on your face right now tells me you read the description very carefully.
I can only do this once.
Ever?
No, I'm not.
No, I don't.
Did you fucking take a 10th level in Clark and Divine Intelligence?
Is this your like
It's close.
shit?
Oh, fuck.
Touch of the Reaper.
When you hit a creature. Doesn't specify. Fantastic.
I want to watch that face back again.
So,
That was beautiful.
Yes.
as you hit her, you hear her. Ah! No! And then, for all intents and purposes, she vanishes.
What?
Did you send her to death?
The Shadow Realm?
All of the above?
In that split second that she vanishes, to you, it looks like you have, you know that when Sam died, they describe this as slowly drifting apart. Peacefully so. This looks like she's being torn apart in an instant. In a split second, her entire body whoosh, and is gone from that space. Could you roll 10d10, please? As she is about to take 10d10 psychic damage.
So, I crit.
Oh, go on.
When you hit a creature with an attack, I don't want to roll lawyer it, but I do want to be fair. When you hit a creature with an attack, you can use this feature at the end of your next turn. So it's the end of your next turn that the target takes the damage.
It's when they come back after
The
experiencing
target
what they've
returns to the
experienced.
space and then takes 10d10 psychic damage. I don't think the crit carries over to the 10d10. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you want some D10s?
But the initial crit happened. Also, hold the 10d10 until she returns, which is at the end of your next turn.
Yep.
What if he never has a next turn?
Only one way to find out what happens then.
Okay, Reaver, we need you to take one for the team.
I'll give you the dice that the
Reaver, is there anything else you'd wish to do on your turn?
Oh no! I'm down to 9. I can't do it, guys.
And she returns
Not
to...
very good. I have 10.
I mean, these are the ones that saved your sister.
Wow.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Didn't they do that by rolling really low?
They roll perfectly.
Is there anything in the space that is like that looks as though it's causing the bubble? Anything that's
It's perfectly centered around her.
okay?
Considering that was your action,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you roll an Arcana check for it, because especially for you, that would be a bit more of an investigatory thing that takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. That's fine.
It looks otherwise empty, other than that she's actively been
Tearing
pulling
apart.
threads by the
These
looks
threads.
of it. Yeah.
Get shredded.
I don't suppose she was concentrating on it, was she?
No, she won't be. This is
I double checked. It's
She
not
won't be when she's
concentration.
Oh, here's the thing. Can I see out of this? Is it opaque from the outside but see through from the inside?
No.
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 Okay.
It's entirely
Right. So she had no idea what was going on either, which is good. That's me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking what? What a fucking round though.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, that's
So all of you
get eaten by a dragon.
have no idea. You know Reaver being ethereal. You've seen that before.
Yep.
But
Do we
you
hear
have
the
no
scream?
idea what's happening. You don't hear her scream, but you do hear a piercing "No!" afterwards. That seems omnipresent almost in nature.
This also fucking takes her legendary actions out of turn and her turn as well.
Her legendary actions, yes.
Oh no.
On initiative 20. Reaver.
You've earned the ire of a lesser primordial force.
It's me.
It's you!
Hooray!
This is a 32! Great AC!
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Okay,
It does.
Shield?
so,
You've blocked 32 before on some characters.
considering that
No, that's
you
fine.
are standing on the edge, this gigantic hand comes up towards you.
Sweet.
Does the hand get fucking
And
melted?
no,
Oh.
starts pulling you down.
Oh.
No.
Here's
Yes.
a question. Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I've had this since level 3.
I have concerns.
Me too.
She's a giant magical entity.
I mean,
While I'm wearing this ring,
Freedom of movement,
I have freedom of movement.
which says
In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
You're going to be none of those things.
Okay.
You are simply being pulled 30
Okay.
feet. However, since you are standing at the edge of this opening,
Yep.
that is 30 feet down.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you are then let go.
Oh no.
So you look down
Great.
and you are
Oh no.
plummeting
Right.
towards, at this point in time, actually the maze.
Sweet.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
To recap, from basically where you are standing to the ground
Yes.
is about 1,000-ish feet away.
Cool.
So you've got some time to fall.
Sick.
However,
Not good things.
the moment you go through that membrane, you also immediately feel like the tingling in your fingers and just
Oh
doesn't feel right.
Here's a question. Another question.
Yes.
How much of an entity in this fight is Chaos?
You're standing on top of their realm.
Okay, would her, like, what I'm asking is, would her trying to grab me be her entering my threatened area?
I'm sorry, but you cannot attack a literal force of life.
I can try.
You can try,
Use your reaction.
If you wish.
Attack that hand.
but you'd be wasting a reaction.
Super Smash Bros. That shit.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think anything I can do just now falling from... I don't have any other reactions.
I'm just
but-
saying.
Okay, fine.
You're like,
But I thought about it though.
So on your next turn, just so you know,
Yes,
you will
I'm
start falling.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm currently in that cartoon thing where I'm looking at the drop.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can all see him suspended there?
No,
No,
because
he's
this
in
is
the-
happening inside the sphere.
in the divine onion.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, is the hole centered on the onion?
You mean the tear in
tear in the membrane.
No, it is not.
Looks like
He was still standing on top
from-
of the membrane.
Oh.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Mending.
10 feet at
At the end of that, Finn.
I look around. I see, and
Danumi's looking confused. Danumi's looking confused, but genuine.
every time. And I'll just reach out towards the giant pillar of light and send a bolt careening towards Sam as I cast Channel Divinity.
Oh. I was gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Ending
And
it
this
quick.
flood of life hits you, and
Way of mercy.
you heal 55 hit points.
Nice.
255 hit points?
No, just 55. The one and done.
Meanwhile, Origin's like, that's my wall.
Does that take me half health considerations? Is that a thing with your challenges?
Oh yes. Well, I thought you were fucking.
106 is my mac, and I'm on 10, so...
Yep, 55. Sweet.
Okay.
You can do math faster than I can.
I've had time since last session. So that's my action. I will then bonus action bonk on
Just use this
the
With the spiritual weapon,
with the spiritual weapon.
it will move back into range.
Oh, maybe 23.
23 does hit. This is
thank
Raven's
fuck.
Claw just flies through space.
My what?
Raven's Claw.
Yeah, my what?
So that's a 1. Oh. So that's 11 points of force damage,
Okay.
and that is actually. I'm going to move,
Yeah.
if I may.
Yeah. Go for it.
We're both
5, 10.
There.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to be near. I don't want. I want
15?
to. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere like as close. I want to be as far away from it as I can. The
Okay.
tear, but just because shit's hitting it.
Okay.
Well, hit me. Oh yeah, shit. That's a good point. Oh well, that's why I was there originally, because spread attack. Shit. Oh well, I made my choice.
Mistakes have been
Fair.
made.
It's fine. What's the chance
Yes.
of it rolling a 6?
Max.
4 or 5.
Oh yeah, was that a spell, by the way, that legendary action, or was it?
Third
No, it
person.
was just an ability.
Technically it's a lair effect. There are lair effects where they cast, but in this case it's not a cast.
A big fucking hand.
I try when someone casts a spell, I try and announce it with a they cast a spell
Yeah.
to give you the chance to
Carve yourself!
something. Yeah.
What a...
Just a mash disease.
You know what? Having just seen Origin's radiant damage do something to that, I'm gonna drop my globe and I'm gonna throw sickening radiance at that globe. So it's 30-foot radius sphere centered on that.
Just centered on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's covered in radiant, radiant gases.
Interestingly,
sphere.
to you, it looks like it's like lying over it. It's not going through it, so it's covering it like a sickening blanket.
Yeah.
I believe that's a con save, right? It fails the con save.
The cursed nap.
Is it because it's an onion?
It's because it's an onion.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll damage?
Damage. D4s.
10.
D10s.
Oh.
That cigar was tea flavored. It was delicious.
Sticker tea?
flavored? Do you think that's what a tea tower is?
Cigar au thé. It was definitely tea flavored.
I never thought it would
You'll just do the brand and you're like,
It
what
is.
is this?
What is this brand?
Yeah.
What's this?
5, 9, 13, 16.
16?
16 radiant damage.
Okay. With that,
One of the onion layers cracks.
Oh shit! It peels.
Oh, wow.
Like an onion!
God damn it.
one of the onion layers.
I like it. Just
My
take
God.
that.
That's been sitting on our like living room table like this entire time, and I still never noticed it had multiple layers.
Max has attacked it.
What does who's close? No one's particularly close other than you, but you're inside it, so you didn't see what's on the
No, I'm
outside
not. I'm
yet.
under it.
You're under it.
It's true.
You're under it.
Yeah.
Does it
You
have a
see.
floor?
So it seems to come together almost perfectly. There's a 10-foot gap at the bottom, which you know, but no one else knows.
Thank fuck, because otherwise you'd have been pulled through that and shredded.
Yep.
You see from under it what looks like a bright yellow. At a glance, it looks a bit like a sandstorm almost. But since you are so near to it, you see in it these what look like small needles almost.
Oh, it's worse.
Swirling around.
It's worse.
That's so much worse.
Who's that
It's
for?
worse than the black smokiness. That's
It looks like it does remind you of a storm though, and being near it, there's actively some form of like wind almost coming up, and you
Yeah.
feel your hair move a little bit.
Okay, first layer was white, that needed radiant energy. Second layer is yellow, we've got a pea on it.
okay. Go pee on the needle bubble.
Change topic, change topic. Content advisory.
Layer change.
Next, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would, but I can't.
Okay. Sickening Radiance is concentration, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check something with that.
Oh shit, I forgot to make a concentration check after my
I was going to find, yeah. After the
17
well,
damage, right?
Yes, it was 17 points of damage.
So
You dropped it anyway, so.
I crit on my contract.
X is still fine.
Alright, I completely forgot that I had Warcaster for a second there, and I rolled a 2, and I was like,
Oh no.
But then it turned into an 18, so fuck it.
Thanks for helping me remember, Tom.
that was okay. No, that's fine, that's a
Being
19.
rewarded with a good roll.
You
Okay.
didn't even need my advantage. Because I'm also a warcaster.
Karma was
Fuck yeah!
Okay.
That let you advantage con saves.
Yes.
Oh,
For
Yeah.
concentration.
For concentration on spells.
It also means you can cast spells. Well, holy
Or con saves,
things, like
con.
shield.
Denarian.
Charmed again.
I'm feeling fresh.
What?
That's fine. It was
Oops.
just. I'll apologise for that later, but now I'm kind of annoyed. Greggy had to buy it friends. So. I'm going to do 5, 10, and 15. I'm going to bring out my Syringe of Instant Death.
Okay.
Can this be a bonus action to stab the syringe?
It's just a regular attack, but I will let you make it as part of your multi-attack if you want. So you have one sword and one syringe. You have a dual wield syringe.
Yes, I will dual wield sword and syringe.
Sure.
That sounds like my thing.
I shall syringe first.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I've seen Finn do like medical stuff before.
Oh,
Use your just your regular attack dexterity.
Cool. I have
plus-
advantage on attacks because of my lead.
I mean, it's just a stabbing device, so I'll let you add the proficiency.
Cool. I have advantage on attacks, but that was a 19
Watch
plus
this. Heal the
11,
dragon.
so 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Oh.
So, the dragon is going to make a Constitution save. It rolls a 29, which saves.
I'm gonna leave the syringe in it. Just
Okay.
like leave it in.
You can still roll 10d10 if you were to want to do that.
Yes, please.
Okay.
What do you mean I can do this? What?
Jesus Christ.
You've been holding on to these, yes.
Oh, I thought this was just like some sort of like fake syringes that I was supposed to stab Greggy with. This actually works. 10d10, I'm gonna do a dice roll for
Just
this.
letting the implication of that sink in.
It's been carrying these in our pocket, guys. Like, what? Why didn't we use these earlier?
Accidentally prick yourself with it.
You're right, Tom. These are really good.
That is
A lot of dice.
I see a couple of 10s in there.
64.
Okay.
Nice.
So half to 32. As you manage to wedge the syringe between like the kind of scaly outline, and you see it weirdly the needle go in as it looks like it just kind of disappears into a sky. But there's a blotch of darkness that spreads out from it.
You'd be like, shocked. I was carrying this in my pocket. I am just gonna attack with my second hand.
Yep.
That is a 27 to hit. No,
That
16?
also hits.
26, 27 to hit. Yes. Doing a somber 8 points of damage.
Okay. Is that a magical weapon that you're attacking with?
Yes, that is all my damage is magical, including Grecky's. I'm going to do Beast Loyalty to make Grecky do an attack on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he next to me?
He's next to me.
It's next to Denarian.
Ah, sweet.
So he does get pack tactics as well.
And nom 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 nom. Away from the poison though. Don't nom the poison.
Okay.
No poison noms. That is a yes, you have advantage. I'm just trying to see what I'm adding. A plus 9. 16 or worse. 15, 14. 16 or 14.
So you
plus.
stab into this dragon and you swash through this sorry sky with your blade. You see Grecky look at it and just kind of go, look up at you, look back at it with a where do I bite? And by the time he realizes, unfortunately, it's moved away.
At least he's now attacking bad people.
Yes, you are right.
Oh, I've not used my bonus attack. Sorry, Sam. I hope it gets better. Advantage? That's my apology advantage.
Advantage?
Inspiration.
Inspiration 2.
Inspiration,
And
okay.
advantage, whatever you want. I'm sorry. There we go. I've made amends.
Okay,
Amends have been made. Turn is finished.
perfect. It's now the dragon's turn.
Yay.
Regret.
It rolls a 6.
Fuck.
Oh, I thought it was 6 out of 20. No, this is a.
That happens at the end of his turn, though, so it's done. It didn't do anything.
How fortunate.
Right.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Just after we clustered for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's It's amazing that breath weapons like start from a single point at the very tip of the circle, and by standing so close to it, it can't actually hit more than one of us.
Have you seen how wide its mouth is, mate?
Let me just double check. 90 foot.
He's also gonna get.
So everyone except for Raven and Reaver.
No.
Oh, thank God you missed out on it, mate.
Can I
Just down here swimming in chaos. It's fine.
have from you
Definitely.
a dexterity saving throw,
It's
please?
okay.
I'm good at these.
That includes Greggy.
I don't, even with the inspiration, if I rolled max in inspiration, I still don't think I
Oh no.
14. 14's okay.
14.
23.
It's unlikely.
Where's the D12?
My
Well,
inspiration.
right one's taking.
It's unrealistically high. It's like 20
It's gonna be like
plus.
23 probably.
Yeah, so I mean, I'd have to.
I mean, it's a 90 foot breath weapon. How did you dodge that?
By being behind it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Or below
But
it.
I get
Spreading out.
advantage.
Okay, Finn.
14.
9.
12.
I'm hoping for an advantage somewhere.
You're a tree.
Sure.
Oh, I do take advantage! I'm a tree!
Thank God.
That's worse.
Oh.
That's a 14 from me, but 23 from Greggy, which is the correct way around.
It's good to know that everyone failed to save.
I didn't.
Me neither.
I didn't say
Everyone.
Was Greggy roll?
23.
Except for Greggy. Oh, yes. Who knew
That's
what
such a
dodges
good
We
it
can all
anyway.
die. We can all die.
Ducked
Let's
behind
go.
Donner's
Yeah,
body.
but I'd roll on
Delirium.
mine at least.
I'm unconscious already.
You're not.
As of this hit.
I'm going to be unconscious after this hit.
Okay.
Those are two
Right.
different things.
Very different thing.
Healer's gonna heal.
Okay.
Are you?
It's about time.
Do you want me to take this 55 back?
You can't.
I can. I've got harm.
It doesn't give you your divine thingy back.
It doesn't add it up for you. Right. We're just going to do the math then.
Must have now.
You can just roll a shit ton of dice.
It's too much dice.
8, 10, 13, 15, 20, 26, 31, 35,
Just stop there.
40, 44, 47, 52,
Fuck's sake.
I'll have another 55, please.
50, 52, 55, 56, 57.
Gonna
Ooh,
be
lucky
down
there. 63, 64, 70, 75, 77 points of fire damage. Anyone who's got fire resistance will take half of that.
Absorb elements. Ah!
That is a very good use of that. So,
Trench. Nice.
77 or 38 points of damage.
Whoa.
Yeah, that would have not been healthy.
I would have
Did
been
you
down.
say 37?
38.
38.
I'm pretty damn close.
I am down.
Do people have fire resistance?
Fuck.
And Greggy is very hurt.
I have a reaction that lets me half the damage I take,
Yeah.
but I only have 37 hit points, so it doesn't matter.
Right,
Do you
Denarian.
teleport?
You're
by any
down?
chance? Do you teleport though? Could you put yourself in a better location before you fall over?
No, 'cause
Right next to Finn.
Oh,
Do you teleport before you take the damage or after?
it says in response to taking damage, so I assume after.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter either way. I'm unconscious.
Okay.
How far?
Next, you still up?
Yeah.
You up?
Okay,
Not
Finn.
about a lot.
Oh, I'm up, and I made the concentration check.
60
Okay.
feet
Oh
away.
yeah, concentration check.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Fan.
Speaking of concentration checks, the Wall of Light goes.
Oh, that was my favourite one.
Concentration check for Dawn. I don't think you can make it. 77 half, never mind, was 38. 38 half is 6.
Yeah. I rolled a 16 plus
19.
plus 3, so that's 19.
You're good. Your tree is gone. You're down.
No.
Wait, are you both unconscious?
Yep.
Yep. They were rough, and you never healed anyone.
I fucking
2 turns.
Thingy is still
Doesn't that
just
affect
up.
multiple people?
Nice.
More
Fire
importantly,
resistance.
Greggy's low.
So everyone
I would be down.
I'm going.
if it wasn't fire resistance.
Fuck.
Eredria.
Oh my god!
I've set myself up for all the like magic resistance, and this thing is just like
Yeah.
there's no magic for no
Oh, man.
I did not expect that colour to come out.
We were ready for chaos. What is this shit? A dragon? Fuck! What's the name of this game? Oh.
Is going to move. Anyone who would normally be able to take opportunity attacks, get ready to do so.
I can't. I'm in a hole.
Greggy can not.
Can I use my action
Yes.
to not die?
It can go.
Great.
Oh, you're about to sound.
There we go.
Good
What
bust
plan?
off you.
Sam, you'd be able to take an opportunity. Raven, sorry, if you want to.
Terrible.
Okay.
Even with advantage.
20?
Fortunately, doesn't
No.
hit.
It's 21, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This is it. This is when I bust.
Raven.
Finn, you got this?
I'll get them up. I got this. I got this.
Okay.
Greggy's looking rough. He's whimpering.
You're both down. That's the priority.
We all know Greggy's bad.
Greggy has the rules.
I'd like to move. I think 5 squares towards Denirian.
There's a dawn here.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
5
what's it?
squares towards
That's my
Denirian.
giant. fucking-
Like his physical self. His physical self, not his character.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep.
And then towards the dragon one.
There you go.
Amazing. So I'm just gonna stab it twice with my short
Go
sword.
for it.
First hit is 17 plus 7, 24.
24 hits.
Max on that for
115.
8 magical slashing and 11 force damage. Second attack.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Just go for it.
18 plus 7, which is a higher number.
Yes.
Ah, math.
Quite.
Yes.
Relativistic calculations. 7 magical slashing and that's 9, 20 force.
Okay. As you slash through it with your blade, and you see when the impact happens, you see the stars within it actually like ripple and reverberate.
Ugh. Somewhat worse.
And with my bonus action, I'll just say to Lyra, so you want to stay here? Does all of you want to stay here? Or just like thirds of you want to stay here? Let's talk about this. I'm not busy. I want to respect your desire to have this conversation, but I also don't know if that rift will close immediately, so let's talk.
She's like, all of me. I am me. I am the same.
Okay.
That's what you get on a bonus action.
I'll take it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the dragon is going to use one of his legendary actions.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Can't do that.
It
Kill
most
Shasita.
certainly can. And it is finally in the correct position to attack someone with its long tail. It's not had a chance to do that yet. Max.
What?
What's a tail?
It has a very long tail.
This is a World of Warcraft boss.
Ah, shite.
Dragon tactics.
Does a
Almost certainly yes.
23
Absolutely
regular
yes.
AC. Okay.
Are you unconscious?
I will be in a second.
White mage time. Limit break.
Wait, was that an attack?
It was.
Can I cast Silvery Bards to
Absolutely.
distract him?
Disadvantage.
Not
Better.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Ah.
Do you still get to take the thing?
Yeah, I can still boost the thing, but that's not I'm gonna throw it at. No, I'm gonna throw it at Finn because Finn's about to need to steal the
Okay,
shit out
remember
of
that you have the
Save
advantage.
us!
I'm trying!
Okay, that is not that high. That's only 17 points of bludgeoning
And
damage.
I have 16 hit points.
Oh no! Okay.
Hang on, everyone. Iridrian and Nax are down. We can go now.
Okay.
Wait, Greggy has like doesn't he have a wound closure kit?
Yeah,
Is that just by himself?
On him.
Can you use it on other people though?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, that was Dragon at the end of Sam's turn on initiative count 10. The ground below you shifts.
Get fucked, Maeve.
The maze appears to be gone. Instead, the dragon is now floating above this starry sky again. Yes?
Does Reaver move relative to the ground or the membrane?
To the membrane still. Because else it becomes too fucking confusing. You have to draw a line somewhere.
It'll be quite a long line depending on how far off the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
Shasita is currently going through the experience of death. If it were to happen in an instant.
Yeah.
Eridrian,
She doesn't get a go.
Hello.
Dude.
can I have from you a
What?
death saving throw?
I guess so.
And how far... Okay.
Or an actual
How far what?
Nothing. Carry on.
Okay.
No!
Is that a natural 20?
Natural 1. It's a 1.
You're so happy! Why would you react so happy to that?
Because 5 seconds ago I went, come on, be a natural one. I'm sorry.
You fooled the GM into thinking it was a 20.
Yeah!
You just could have just said. You could just be like, yes!
Oh no!
I have rolled really badly this
You
battle.
have.
Going
no.
the whole way
Dice.
through.
If you
Get it
actually
in
go-
dice.
My saving throw is a 3. And now
You
my death
do
saving.
have advantage on one roll from Nax, remember?
Yes, you do!
Natural 20.
No, I used it because I attacked the...
Yes, you did!
Thank you, though.
Okay, -2. Okay.
I'm sorry. My bad.
That's your fault specifically.
Yes, it's
You did that.
I know.
To
Responsibility is on me.
I might be having to add a strike through to my post-campaign notes.
No, you don't. You will not. You will definitely be not doing that thing.
Dragon
Is it through your name?
Top of the round. Reaver,
Not to come back.
you are falling.
Yeah.
You have passed safely through the only entrance there is into the sphere.
Okay. What is around me?
Currently, you're just under this membrane. So it is 30 feet above you. You see below you this, which is, pardon me, dark sand moving like waves, revealing stars, constantly shaping and shifting.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you're falling. Unless you're going to do anything, you are plummeting. You will be descending 500 feet a turn.
What the fuck?
That's how the total velocity.
I've checked the falling rules.
No falling. Me fly.
Okay, so you cast fly on yourself?
I do in fact cast fly on myself.
Okay.
The alternative wasn't mentioned.
And what I do
Can
is
you roll me a d4?
I was going to say, does the spell work?
Oh.
Reaper.
You said something about feeling tingly.
He's fighting.
A d4. A 1.
Okay, spell works.
We thought 1 meant fail.
Yeah.
Oh, it's chaos. Probably the other way. Be like, succeeded. No.
Oh, you can sense your emotion.
Either way.
I don't think it needs to sense them to see what you're feeling.
I fly Because luckily, this is actually quite fortunate for me. Because had I not been dragged down into there,
Excellent.
yeah, had I not
You
been
wouldn't
dragged
know.
down into there, I wouldn't have been able to get back out the bubble for the rest of the game.
Yep.
So, I was always going to have to go down here. I'm glad that it's went this way. I will.
Didn't even have to use your movement.
I will just. I'll go up and out. So I don't know how far did I
So-
follow.
You're 30 feet down.
So I can. So I've got a flying speed of 60
so-
feet,
Okay, I was going to say 30 down, and then from
like 15.
from the middle to the
15
outside
forward
is
and up.
15.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I'll go 15 forward and then
What are you?
40 up, which will take me
So
back
you're
up out
10
the
feet.
scene.
Yes. And 10 feet off the ground.
No, and then I want to go forwards. I want to use my movement to get up so I can get up and land on the wibbly wobbly, squirmy wormy stuff.
Okay. So 30 feet up then. 50
Wait.
forward.
Goblin color. Breathe.
Cleric speaks for
Oh,
Do a lot-
rethinking. So I couldn't see back out of the bubble, could I?
No, but you were under the bubble.
Yeah, but
You
when
would
I
have
was
seen
in
it,
it, is the
When
big
you were
difference.
in it, you couldn't see.
Can't see. Okay.
Need a delayed bomb for her.
It's a stink bomb. Oh yeah, I'm presuming you're no longer able to concentrate. Oh, you're down. Yeah, never mind. Keep the shot down. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'll fly up and hover over the void.
Okay, so you want to just be
I
there?
just want to be there. Yeah.
Okay. So 30 feet up, 15 to the side.
I do actually.
Math.
Roughly, does that make sense? Are you traveling in a diagonal? So it's probably
Yeah,
slightly
so-
less.
Yeah.
Let's say you've used 40 feet of movement. 20 left.
Okay. I get back up. What do I see? What can I see?
So from coming back up, you
Yeah.
can see that Daenerys clearly down. You see that the wall of light is gone. You cannot see Eridrian, but
Okay.
the wall of light's no longer there. You
Right.
can probably just see Nags, also down.
Oh my god. Right.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Vincent, he has this.
I can do things here. I can actually do things to help and
Go ahead and do them.
I just need to wait on my character sheet loading slightly so that I can read a thing of what it does,
Sounds like
so I can have like a.
Do we have a sponsor for today? I can do it.
Probably just like a funeral care home. or something.
Shut up!
Your graveyard manager.
Oh, sick, right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You've got
Perfect.
20 feet still.
Yeah, but I don't want to use it.
Okay.
I get back up, and as I get up, with the kind of like echoing embodiment of death that I just threw someone through, the flames and wisps, I like swirl my hand and cast Spare the Dying on Daenerys at range.
Okay.
Whoa.
So you'll no longer take death saving throws on your turn.
So
You stabilize.
you're at 0 still,
Mhm.
but you're safe from death saves.
Good job. Protect the pet.
Yep. And then that's me. I'm going to stay over the giant gap.
Okay.
Would you like a mini roll of inspiration?
At the end of your turn,
Fuck.
you don't see this, but I'll describe it for you.
Oh no, I hate those.
It's at the end of my turn that this shit kicks off.
Starting at the smallest, almost bone marrow level, to bones, to sinew, tissue, blood, flesh, skin, hair, nails. You would have seen Shasita be disassembled and reassembled in the space of 6 seconds. Entirely pale, as if she's just stared death in the face. And there all the
Good rolls.
As far as you know, she was there.
We're at 37 damage with 4 dice.
Oh, sexy.
Good God. Those are the low dice, right?
Unfortunately, I think most people try to hide
43,
first.
43, 43 and 9, 51, 51 and 8,
That's
59, 59 and 8,
67
67, 67 and 5,
is 72.
72,
You're a space dragon.
72 plus 1.
73.
So 73 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh, but she cast mind blank this morning.
So, you don't see the result of what you just did because you're on the other side of the bubble again. But there's a small part of you that feels a moment of satisfaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you store any form of
Does-
temporary
does-
points?
I think I need to know this actually.
What?
I don't know. No.
Do you want to
I
ask
don't
your
think that
question in
happens yet.
words?
Formulating standby.
Yes. So
Yes.
I know if I killed her because I'll gain temporary hit points.
Hey.
She's not dead.
She's not
Oh.
dead. Okay, cool. Right.
Yeah.
On an
wishes
initiative
you was.
20,
Mm-hmm.
lair actions.
Yep. Well, fuck.
Do it again.
No, fuck, shit, fuck, balls.
Breathe.
Oh no, this is bad for.
This is bad.
Finn. You know when you could heal them better if we work together.
Get the fuck out of my head. Advantage. Inspiration. Oh yeah, then I've also got fucking amazing wisdom saves. 27.
You're right.
This was an extremely high DC, but you passed.
Remember, I rolled a 19 and
Not
failed.
much.
For reference, the advantage was because you rolled a 1.
Natural 1.
Just so you
so
know.
much.
Not much.
Yeah, but remember, I rolled a
1 to
19
a
and
27,
failed.
and you missed it by something like 2.
So
That would have been it.
that was inspiration from
would've been-
Raven.
that would've
That
been-
was advantage from
This
Nax.
sucks.
Just
I'm
count
still
yourself lucky is all I'm saying.
Had you failed
I
that,
do.
like,
How did I feel that?
We're all dead.
That would have been it. That would
We'll
have
just,
been
we'll just do it.
Finn, it's your turn
We'll jump down
now.
the hole and just fight her.
it. I shrug off the mental
Even I don't know
intrusion.
what the fact.
you rolled a 1!
I have not had panic like that since the boat when I was like scrambling with D4 for that strength check. Oh, callback. So, shrugging off the mental intrusion with the magical and just assistance
Power
from my
friends.
friends. Looking around, I'm going to closer to the outer planes and the source of life in some ways. I'm going to pull that into me and pull and pull, and I'm going to first channel divinity and 55 hit points to Denarian.
What's the you'll be able to do that.
What's the range?
30 feet.
Yeah, Denarian's fine. 55 can happen.
And I'm pulling more and more as the light starts to build as I cast 5th level healing word to everyone I can see within a 60-foot range, which is everyone.
You would have to move because the
how-
dragon
sure.
is in the way. So you can either go this side or this side.
I'll
either
go
works.
that side because then we're not punched up entirely.
5,
Level
10,
healing to
50,
everyone.
25. You can be here if you want, Finn, and you'd be able to see everyone.
Yes, please.
Except... No, you'd still be able to see
Except
Finn,
Shasita?
yes.
No, I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
Okay?
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Have more D4. I don't like mine anymore. Yeah, fine. That's what it sounds. That is. Oh! Plus the fact that I've got my Discipline of Life, which gives me plus 2 unleveled spell. That is 19 points of healing to everyone. Grecki included.
Ah.
Sick.
Okay.
I'm not done yet, as I pull more and more, and I look over to Eridrian on the ground, and this echoing resonant casts out as I say, heal. And you are healed 78 hit points.
With which action do you do that?
With my action surge.
Very good. Mark that off, though.
That's
sick.
Okay.
And that...
How many action surges did you get?
I get 1. I've not used mine today.
Okay.
How many hit points do you think you healed in that round?
Many.
At least...
Like probably well over 100.
I can't remember.
I think about 230.
No, I used my special Roni-based ability at the beginning to get out the out of the thing, not my action surge.
I think about 230 points.
Just looking at Tom because he's an honest person.
I'm not sure. I remember it being used last session, but we had separate combats, so it might have been.
I save it for when people are down and I can do big
What else
heals.
did we fight last session?
We didn't fight last session.
We
apart from
didn't
this.
fight anything last session, so I can't remember it.
Hmm?
I know that sometimes you forget to mark things down accidentally, but I'm gonna trust you in this one.
We can review the tapes and retroactively kill Finn if it doesn't work out.
Okay. Is that your turn, Finn?
That is my turn.
Epilogue.
Eridrian, Nax, Denarian, all three of you. Yep. Nax, it is also your turn.
Yes!
timing.
I am going
152 points of healing.
cast Vampiric Touch
On the dragon, I
on the
presume.
dragon, yeah.
Using half your movement to get up.
Oh, and it heals me.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep. You're gonna have to move 10 forward. I know you can barely see through the wings and appendages, but do you want to move forward? Okay. Within touch range. Go for it. Roll to hit.
That would be a 25.
25 hits.
And I'm casting that
I'm at
5th
69.
level.
Nice.
Oh no, sorry, not 5th level. 6th level, because I don't have any 5th level. So that would be 66. Yeah.
No. It's only an act. It's called an action surge.
Just double check.
It specifies.
6. 10, 15, 18 damage.
Do it on the sphere.
18. Okay, as some of that
Community guidelines,
weird,
right, sorry.
like starry form moves itself towards you, and it feels tingly, but you can heal.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is chaos leaking?
No, I just sapped its energy right.
Bold choice.
Okay.
And because I'm pissed off, I'm going to spend some sorting points, and I'm going to as well cast Toll the Dead on it as well.
Okay. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, yes.
Extremely high.
Oh.
Sorry.
I keep forgetting when you make that face, it's because they've done well.
Silvery barbs it again.
Higher.
Oh my god.
19 on the dice.
Who
Okay.
gets the advantage?
Can I have a D100 from you? As you are extremely pissed off.
Ooh.
This doesn't have it in a while.
That would be a 12.
Okay. Choose an ally near you.
I volunteer as tribute. Don't choose Greggy, it could be bad.
I mean, Iridian's literally right next to you, right? So probably gonna be Iridian.
Okay. As you're extremely angry and focusing on this dragon,
This better be a good effect.
I mean, that's it. It could be good.
Iridian explodes. What?
on a 12
Oh no.
Bible.
for the next round, you have a -2 to your AC.
Oh, that's fine. I was never going to pass any AC check, maybe.
That's true, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all people
Okay.
could have chosen. Yeah.
Grumble at this.
Meaningless at this level.
I think my maximum hit points are reduced. It doesn't affect my current hit points. I have 3.
At the end of your turn next, the dragon's going to use
69.
another legendary action. Yep. And it's going to try and immediately swat this hand away that's somehow sapping energy from it.
That's his hand.
For a 28 to hit.
I think that hits. Maybe.
Same amount as I rolled last time.
Can you
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
more than it damages you?
Now what?
Or are you just trading? You just doing the thing, being like, here's the 17 hit.
No,
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, did more damage than I gave myself.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunate.
As it tries to swat away whatever's hurting it with the back. After you, Nags, Denarian. Life has come back to you, quite literally.
This is fine. I'm fine. All is fine. Half my action to get up.
Half your movement. You don't have to use your action
Half my
for it.
movement. Sorry.
Yep.
I take it I'm still in combat.
Yes.
Okay, let's pretend that never happened. Never happened. I only have 1 syringe. Why don't I have all the other syringes? Who has syringes?
I have the
Did you
syringes.
fall on them?
I've got. What I've got left is painful
Is
death,
this Yu-Gi-Oh?
slow death, and extremely slow death.
That's Raven.
Where are you?
I'm
Reverse
actually
here.
I'm only
Finn is here.
there.
I'm gonna move here. Can we trade inventory mid-combat?
If you were to use a reaction,
Okay.
Unless you want to use syringes. I'm enjoying the syringes.
I don't know that. Well,
I'm telling you, syringes are good.
syringes are good.
Syringes are
Are
good.
you
Syringes are
charmed
good.
right now?
You can heal vault and I can do syringes.
Are you charmed right now?
I'll reaction
I'm not
hand
charmed.
him the syringe case.
okay, I'd say that takes a bonus action for you,
Okay.
but you still have an action left.
Okay. You have the syringe of painful death. You have the syringe of slow death, and you have the quick.
And I've got quick
syringe.
death. Can I dual wield these syringes?
Extremely slow
Yeah,
death.
sure, why not?
I'm going to use my attack actions to dual wield syringes.
Just
Yeah.
making anybody else worry about the sheer amount of points it's like, yeah, just go for it.
Actually,
I think this is the distraction.
I might wait
Yeah.
until I have
I'm thinking
advantage.
this is still going to be here once we.
I can't get advantage
take
amount of
care
spell
it.
slots.
We're still going to have to fight it.
This is the best I'm going to be then. No advantage.
You do.
Dual wielding syringes.
Go for it.
First one.
Right?
Yeah.
That is a 15. Do I get any modifiers on
Took away
this?
some of my temporary
Just your
points.
regular attack bonus, so your dexterity and your proficiency. So what you
good.
normally have when you attack.
Plus 10.
Oh yes, I'm forgetting things. So plus 10. So 25.
25 hits.
Oh, and we'll do the second one.
Which one are you hitting with first?
First one you gave me. Sure, what was your
the
word?
first one on the list is painful death.
So painful death, and then a 27.
27 also hits.
And now you've got slow death.
Okay. It's going to make Constitution saving throws against both of them. The first one is a 27.
It's my.
The second one is a 22. So it makes the con save on both of them, unfortunately.
Okay.
So the first one was painful death.
Such a
Yep.
big
Right?
dragon.
Yep.
Such a big
Okay.
dragon.
Can I have 10d6 from you?
10d6.
These are,
Yes.
That's a nice number of d6s. I can see the outcome. D&D Beyond. Yeah.
You also have extremely slow death.
This is extremely slow death, but it's just the reaction to D&D Beyond freezing.
Yeah, no, it did not like that.
Oh.
Well, that is many ones.
Loads
That
of
is
ones.
23.
23, and unfortunately it made the save, so
Oh.
23 halved is 11.
But it could have been great.
For the next one,
Ah.
it made its saving throw. You guys never actually investigated these, so
Nosebleeds.
As far as you're aware,
It doesn't have a
made
nose,
its
though,
saving
so-
throw. You've no idea.
Oh,
Well,
nothing
let's do
happens.
that. But the first one, you can see that you're injecting something, and the skin ripples somewhat. The second one, you don't know if anything's happening.
That's me move.
Doing a lot of
It's me.
rippling. I wonder if it's vulnerable
I
to
will-
thunder
It's
damage.
just Pepsi.
Wait, so what's my movement
It's
speed?
just Pepsi in the last one.
30.
Oh,
So I've used 15, 20.
glad you're not dead.
Oh,
Well, you
no.
used 15 to get up,
Yeah.
and then another 5 to
20.
get over to Finn.
So I'm on 20 right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread out a bit. 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Greki is going to use his action to disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to get 2 legendary actions, which is going to fuck up my initiative counting. So it's just been your turn. Please remember. Shasita, roughly recovering, is doing something.
Was she concentrating on anything?
She wasn't.
Alright.
Ooh, and actually fails for the first time to
Good.
do whatever she's doing.
It's just
The dragon is going to try and swat it next one more time. This might actually miss you. 17?
No, that is me.
Oh,
Wait! Oh, you said it.
sus.
It's all good. I had one left. I was saving it for a clutch moment.
Only
Actually,
13 points of bludgeoning damage from the
I'm
tail.
dead again.
No.
I had 11 HP.
Oh no!
But Finn saved you for 19.
and then
Yeah, I
got hit
took
again.
17, having healed myself by another
Yep.
9.
Oh, yes.
Finn, you see Nax go down as he is being swatted by this tail repeatedly.
Oh, fuck.
Yo-yo.
After the Nerian, it is the dragon's actual turn.
Hello there. Nope.
It's going to turn itself this way.
Oh, tail slap. Incoming.
Shit.
Doesn't get its breath weapon back. Thanks for the reminder.
No, I said a spread
It
out.
does not.
I didn't say breath, I said spread.
Please tell me
Finn.
it doesn't have a butter knife.
Oh dear.
One of its claws is coming for you.
And I use my action to give you syringes.
You use what?
I use my action to give the nearing syringes.
Yep.
Don't tell me the outcome. I don't remember your AC.
Okay. 22.
You do know he's chunky.
I do know he's chunky. I think his AC is 22.
Do
think
you
it's
wish
higher.
to do it or not?
I think it's
I feel like you're giving clues away, so you
That's
have to
right.
decide in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 22.
My AC is 21.
It's not dramatic enough. Well,
Okay.
I thought your AC was 23.
Yeah.
It's 20. It's
If we can have a reaction.
it's 20. It's 26 if I can react. It's 23 if I have Shield of Faith. And it's 22 if the projectile's coming at me.
I'm feeling 20.
You take
Oh, please don't fucking do what you think you're gonna do.
It would have been a clutch.
4, no,
Had I
sorry,
thought.
that's a modifier. 22 points of slashing damage. And can I get a strength saving throw from you?
Oh, it's not hexed anymore.
Sure. Nope. I mean, I have a -1 to my strength. I literally can't roll high enough.
You could.
Well, I don't. It's like a
That's
19.
interesting.
Okay.
To know.
It's a 19. Sorry. Yeah. No, I'd have to roll a 19 on this. It's a 12. Oh, sorry.
You are grappled by it.
Yep.
That's probably okay.
That's fine, because we can help.
Delirium.
because I need to get.
Second attack.
Oh. I could help it if
I've got
it didn't have so many limits.
17.
It's better than
But it does not.
His turn is
Don't even need to react against it.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
You nimbly dodge out of the way of that
An
hand.
action economy
Nope.
perspective.
Its third attack.
Very much.
I'm
sorry, what?
Finn.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
close to
I know
that.
what's coming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It brings its hand to its mouth.
And actually bites its hand and not me.
Can you give me a
oh, you're in it.
Yep.
Oh.
That's kind of
Just
cool.
lying
though.
flat, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, horror aside was kind of cool.
Now I'm.
And interestingly,
Sir, please tell me there's an attack roll.
as it puts you in its mouth, you see these teeth claw over you like some sort of Venus flytrap. You can still see outside, but behind you, you start to feel the tissue of its mouth move against you. There's something tingling at the back of your head.
No attack roll. Okay, I can't.
You are no longer grappled.
Oh.
You are, however, restrained.
Oh no. That one's worse.
That's the worst one of the two.
Yes.
You technically have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the dragon.
What about
Silver
if it does
lining.
breath weapon?
But yeah, you are
In it.
inside its big abdominal mouth.
Shit. That is a horrific sentence.
Yeah.
Sam, you can, from the back of it, suddenly you see Finn being lifted up, and there's bits
Wilhelm.
of his red hair sticking out from between these teeth that have closed over him.
You got part of this?
I look down to Lyra. I look back up. I look back down to Lyra and say, "Oh, I'll be one moment." And then I. Does it have eyes?
It does. So especially from your perspective. So remember how this started as a dragon and it's opened its maw and that just continued tearing. But the head is there and it's bent back. But it is there and it does have eyes.
Okay. It feels. Drop him, I suggest.
Okay. Is that a whiz?
You suggest calmly.
Nah. Dumbledore said you can't.
That's a 20 on the saving throw.
It succeeds.
Okay.
Okay. Finn, drop him. I inspire you.
I'm
Okay.
being unjusted!
No, you're holding the dragon. Reverse the situation. Change your perspective.
Perspective shift.
Yep.
Just think of this, it can't eat anyone else. What's
Misty step, if nothing
I
else.
think.
Is that the end of your
Action
turn?
and bonus action.
Mhm.
I have literally no way to tell.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you.
No.
Initiative 10.
What do you use? It's not to not be in this situation for.
Warp speed.
What's that?
The ground below you shifts again, and there's something there in the air that is crackling with some form of energy
It's quasar.
below this membrane.
Keep the dragon away from that.
It is still in its starry form at the moment.
Still concentrating.
It is Shasita's turn.
Oh, I just put. I should put it
Weaver,
down there.
can you do something about that?
Didn't
Shasita go after me?
she failed something?
No?
She failed
She's
a
in
legendary
there?
action. She failed.
Was it a legendary action she failed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
She rolled twice. One of those was another failure, one of them was a success. Just FYI.
Okay.
Was the failures killing her?
About me.
Who knows?
We can only hope.
Her legendary actions reset. Dragon hasn't used a legendary action yet.
It gobbled
It's
me.
going.
Hi!
Hey!
Oh,
Yeah.
standard actions.
I just got its attention.
17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did I
I have
not
ablative armor, not actual AC.
You take 13 points of damage as you're like, I just got it in the face by the tail.
Not even. It doesn't phase me as it just knocks off more of my temporary hit points. Like,
Okay.
Another piece of armor just. So it's like, I said, don't get me getting the slipper.
Weirdly, its eyes are looking at you, even though it's technically facing forwards. Yeah. After Shasita's turn, Ridrian.
Yes.
Reaver, you're after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said Finn was is in its mouth thing,
Yes.
like, is he still visible?
So, yes, this creature can only swallow with an open mouth.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting.
I am going to stand up into a crouch.
Stand up into a crouch.
Stand up, man.
Squatting to ready.
Crouch.
Line of sight. How far is it from me to Finn, roughly? From here?
25 feet.
Amazing. Ooh. As my bonus action, I will use Fey Step to teleport to Finn.
Okay. Are you going to try and be in it next to him or on it next to him?
On it next to him.
Okay. Yes.
Then after my teleport, I am going to attempt to bestow a fear effect on the dragon.
Love that.
That is a DC 17 wisdom save.
It's going to use a legendary resistance.
That's good. Yeah, like
Exactly what I was hoping for.
Now, normally I'd say keep track of these yourself, but since it's been some time, that's its second legendary resistance used.
I've just checked the spell description. I couldn't have done that on my turn. I can't cast spells whilst concentrating on the transformation.
Okay, hold that thought.
Then, for my action, I will cringe, reach through, grab Finn, and cast Thunderstep.
Nice!
Teleporting magic is the best.
Teleport us both down on the other side, like here.
Okay. Let me get Finn.
Good moves.
Very good.
Very good moves.
Are you making any death saves? They would seem close, yeah. Okay. I promise.
Roughly here, everything?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move you there as well.
And then it has to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 17.
Oh, it just makes it.
That is fine. It takes half damage then.
Absolute power move.
That's cocked.
Clutch as fuck.
Takes one of his legendary saves and then just
7, 8, 9, 10,
Save the healer and take a legendary
14,
save.
Yeah.
15 plus 8, 23. 23 points of thunder damage halved to 11, I guess.
nice.
Perfect. And with a bang, that makes the stars move, but you can see some of the teeth actually get cracks in them as you bamf out of there.
Nice.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's a really good turn. Okay.
Nice.
Is that you?
That's me. I'm like
Fantastic.
This is where I healed you. This is where I
At
healed
the
you.
end of that, yes, what would you like to do for your turn?
I'm quite happy for the outcome to remain the same since it wouldn't have worked anyway, but just flavour it as trying to compel it through force of personality.
Okay. That works.
It seems the fairest.
Yeah, sure. Reaver.
Like, I came up, spare the dying, and just like rotate backwards, like head over heels, straight back down through.
Okay. Fall back down.
Yeah, and then up through.
the butthole.
Yeah, up the butthole.
Okay. You don't have to go 30 feet down.
Yes, I'd
the
rather
butthole
not
is-
plummet first.
no,
I'd rather
it's-
just skirt the edge and
It's
go up.
just below the membrane, so
Yeah,
you'd have to go 5 feet below the membrane basically to be able to go up. So that is 15 feet of movement.
Sweet,
So
yeah.
Hello there.
I'm back.
As you're now looking her in the eye and she sees you.
I'm just gonna fucking like I'll get to the point where I'm like, oh, it's so quick and thingy, and then I'll just like ominously just like float up into the room and then just like unveil the big black wings
Okay.
and just fucking cut her in two.
She just dies.
Yeah. I'll go great weapon master
It's about as fresh as I didn't from being dragged to hell.
for a natural 20
You
Again!
and
stop!
and an 11,
Don't stop.
which
Keep
is
doing more.
wait, no, she didn't look like she's wearing armor or shit like that. That's fine, right? 11 plus 10, so 21 minus 5, 16?
16 misses.
What?
That's fair.
Okay,
That's fair.
but the first one crits.
And she doesn't look like she's wearing armor. On the second strike, it seems like it's bouncing off some form of magical armor.
Oh, like mage armor. Yeah. That's
Some sort of magical
Mage armor.
Totes. Whoa, that took me by surprise. 15, 20, 22, 32 points of slashing damage.
Okay, and that's with the crit incorporated and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
You expected more.
No, I'm just double checking. As you hit her, and she looks rough. As you pierce through the flesh, there's almost less resistance, as if it's holding itself together weakly. It's not fully reformed yet, almost. She's not looking great.
Okay, sweet. Because I'm a great weapon master and a crit, it means I get to attack again for
That's what it does say that. Yes.
for 20. This doesn't give him a +1, so 21. 21 minus
-5?
whether
21 minus 5.
no, it's +10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 21 after the -5.
Okay.
Yes.
21.
You confused the shit out of me. I was like, what? Yeah.
She's gonna look at you. No. And put up a shield.
And I'll go, the ring bursts, counterspell activates, and I go, yes.
Okay.
For 10.
Oh my days,
plus
that
5,
was beautiful.
15 plus 10, 25.
How is he so animated?
It's 27 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh. Did you get that?
She's gonna say the thing. She's gonna say the thing.
How do you finish this one?
It's I just I envelop, wings come out, and I just go wrong side and just cut her in two.
Okay. Straightforward.
Just like bisect, like from like shoulder down to hip, just
straight through the hand that she's holding up as she's trying to cast
yeah. I get
shield.
into the shield, just
And there's a moment where her face just contours into pure shock.
I'll just have the through the shield, the like the end of the scythe starts to like burn through, and you can just see it like slowly start to pry through, and then I'll just like have it slowly sink into her collarbone, and then just like keep pressing until it cuts all the way through down through the shield, and then just at the bottom.
Two things happen.
That's all.
First,
She died.
from her other hand,
Mm-hmm.
she drops whatever device she was holding. Second, as she screams in panic and pain and terror at what's happening, you hear that wail, no! And it seems almost like to be pulled downwards.
Ooh.
You feel like this is not a soul that you reaped. Let's put it that way.
Oh shit.
No temporary hit
Even
points.
though you would get the temporary hit points, but
That's the important.
even though you killed her,
Yeah,
she
went elsewhere.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She signed a contract somewhere and did not read the fine print,
Or did.
or did,
Yeah.
thinking I'll be fine.
Or what is eternity?
Extend
Versus-
dropped what she was holding.
Get it.
What is it?
Oh, it's the rod that she was using.
The dimensional stitch ripper.
Sweet. I guess I'll just.
Have movement left.
She dropped it down the hole.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
Oh, that's different.
Oh yes.
That's
Over the edge.
That's very different. I'm
Yes.
going after it to get it.
Okay.
Okay, I thought if it was just lying there, I'd just be like, I'll just pick it up.
Sitting at the edge, she definitely tried to drop it.
Okay, sweet.
Fuck
This
you.
is why I wanted to keep as much. That's why I didn't want to move far away from the circle, so I had loads of movement to follow
Now,
whatever was going through.
Considering that you have the movement left,
Yes,
you can certainly use that. And
fantastic.
catch it
I
before
will
it starts
do
plummeting.
so.
Okay, so it's maybe 10 feet of movement because it happens on your turn.
Yeah.
You're able to catch it.
Okay.
It is hot to the touch.
Ow.
Can I have from you a Constitution saving throw?
I see. A con save. It's low.
It's fine. How much damage could it do?
Probably a lot.
It's just a hot needle.
You're still fucking full HP. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, fuck. Like, low. Low enough that I will fail, probably.
Okay.
Considering everything here seems to be peak 20.
Do you have any resistances? Necrotic, right? At the moment.
Yes, necrotic at the moment.
Okay, so then
And bludgeoning, but I don't think that applies.
halved, you take 3 points only of necrotic damage,
Oh.
Okay.
5 points of radiant damage,
Oh, yeah, just a
And
cocktail. Okay.
only 2 points of magical piercing damage as you're not piercing, slashing damage
Slashing
as you're holding
damage.
it.
Okay.
And it's extremely sharp to the touch.
Okay, I am holding it / it stabbed me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I've got one of those.
A falling knife has no handle.
Shade's first rule.
The downside is I think I'm going to have to end my turn here. What's the math?
Pretty fucking good turn to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Bypass the entire onion.
yeah. I'm just going to have to, end my turn down here.
Okay, so you're 10 feet below the membrane.
10 feet below the membrane.
Oofed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
It's okay, we'll mount a campaign.
The third thing will happen. Oh, shrieking noise. Just this of anger and rage and a lot of unhappiness with you. On initiative 20.
Here comes the hand.
Cusco in the waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jaggerrock's the
Reaver,
Bring it on. Yeah.
come on, now that you have that, continue to work. Just pick it up and continue it. Can I have a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, most certainly.
I can't imagine a universe
14.
where Reaver fails this.
Did you say 14?
I did, yes.
That's a.
Where's the extra numbers that you're about to add?
The extra numbers are +7 because of my
Okay, good.
That's not enough.
Oh, no. He didn't like you finished.
21. So 21.
If only this was 6th edition and I could inspire as a bonus, as a reaction.
No, 21 because I use my extra death thing. And then +6.
Oh!
So fuck you! 27.
Make
There
the
we go.
save.
Balance is restored.
I used Death's luck.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, everyone drink.
Shasita doesn't get
and then I'll just
legendary actions.
I'll do the thing where because it's like a needle. I'll just spin it through my fingers and grab it and be like, no.
You're extremely cool as you do it. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh yeah. It's,
Okay.
I've been stabbed many times. It's fine.
You all just heard the reaction, but Finn, it's your turn.
I'm gonna wipe the digestive fluid off and just go to Ridge and go, Nex. Where's Nex? And I'm going to. Oh fuck, he's literally on the other side. I will run 30 feet that way.
Wait, it's gargantuan. Can you run between its legs?
I'm not going to run between its
Certainly
legs.
try.
Can I move forward?
But stop.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, no,
5,
5,
And we never saw
10,
Finn again.
20,
20. Yep.
25.
Well, I mean, if that's what its
Yeah.
mouth looks like.
Yes, you have line of sight.
I have line of sight on Nex. Right, okay. In that case, I'm going
Maybe the
to
mouth just was all
action
rounded down.
healer's kit myself. And I'm going to get. Oh, don't worry. You know, I'm gonna get you. Don't worry, bro. What level am I? 15.
You're level 15.
Yeah, 15 plus 2 plus 6. That's 23. Yeah, 23.
I'm going to be honest, I was 3 initiative turns ahead of you and I did not listen to the math.
That's okay.
15, 2, and 6, right?
Come back to us, Mercy. You're in the future.
So we forgot that like wisdom saving throw, like the proficiency.
Okay.
So when
And
we were
then-
like wisdom, I was like, oh fuck, it's
Bonus
charisma I've got.
action.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm just gonna reach out to Snags and go, rise, and animate dead. No, I'm kidding.
Uno reverse.
Yeah, that would be a turn.
Ooh, 3.
Everybody's like, yeah, we kind of saw this coming for Finn's arc, really.
15 points of healing to you. Oh, wait. I'm such a
You okay?
Oh no, I did add it last time. Oh, thank God. I thought I took
No, you did add it.
20 to you. Because I forgot to. Yeah, because it's 4 to 10, level 3 plus 2, which is one thing, and then my worst modifier 20.
I've got 20 hit
I
points.
was just like,
Yes.
threw my dice down.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
That is my turn. Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you.
What is squackalacking?
Sorry, that's me.
Okay. That's
just when
fine.
Eridrian gets nervous, he just squack-a-lats.
Downside is my pizza, so I could eat it fully.
Finn,
Nice.
is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Nax, you are still not rolling death saves. You are alive.
Fuck. This is definitely one of those up-down encounters, right?
Mm.
Fuck.
Stuck in
Whose turn is it? Oh, it's me.
No, it's Nax's turn.
Oh,
Well, I
Maurice.
guess,
It's your
I
turn
have
after.
Ring
I
of
have
spell storing is
I guess I'm
spent.
just going to fire a lightning bolt straight through it.
Yeah,
Nice.
go for it. Do you want to
When in doubt.
half your movement to get up?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a dex save from it?
It will be, yeah.
Well, my spell pages doesn't
That is a
go from D&D
16 on the dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
I don't think that saves.
Yes! Yes!
And it's not going to use the legendary resistance for this.
It's
that because it's only got
pathetically
one
lightning bolt. Why would I use something worse is coming my way
So
soon?
the good way of looking at it is that it's only got 1 left.
Oh, it does only. I thought,
Yeah, it's used 2. The bad way of looking at it is it's not bothered about taking the damage because it's still got shit tons of hit points left.
Or it's resistant.
Either way, shit.
Oh, wait, it's crackling with energy right now, right?
This is crackling with energy, and it's not on that.
Oh, okay,
But-
cool. Never mind.
I'll
Dispel Dragon?
give you 12 noticing.
9th level spell.
Like, wait a minute.
31.
You've just been conjured.
Okay.
Banish Youth?
No, it's Tempest.
As you see it go right through it, and bits of its mouth flesh smoke slightly as it takes full damage from that. Not managing to dodge out of the way. Mouth tissue.
Mouth.
Anything else you'd like to do, Nax?
It's Wednesday, my dude.
Okay. Denarian.
Random high level spell that's like creep
Yes.
Yeah.
It's night level. It's called Rush.
So I've been seeing this dragon tied to breath attack whoever it sees the most of.
Dragons.
So I'm going to confuse it by summoning 8 wolves.
Yes!
As this is becoming my classic.
Oh, it's fucking great. I love
We don't
it.
have 8 wolves.
I don't think we've got the.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Do
dice
you
will
have 8
work.
panthers?
No, we don't have 8.
8
Skeletons.
8 elephants, but I don't think that'll count.
Do we have some dice, some spare d6s? We
Nax has many d6. Cool. Hopefully, as a distraction, their initiative is 12 plus probably my modifier. I feel like it's my
No,
modifier.
no, dexterity.
Their dex.
Yeah.
Their dex is a wolf. Plus 2, so 14.
Is that before or after you? Just out of curiosity.
After.
What's happened?
Yes! Oh, fantastic.
Bonus action. Can I only send out 1 inspiration at once?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you only have one inspiration, do you not?
No, I've got 2.
Charisma modifier, even at first level.
Those. I'm not gonna do a bonus. Can't cast any spells. I'll just stick my tongue out at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nothing's
Does Greki want to do anything?
okay.
Okay.
Stick this time as well.
Yeah, I'll stick his tongue out as well.
At the end of your turn, it is going to make a tail attack against Raven again. Last legendary action.
You know me, always chasing dragon tail.
Is that any form of anything, or is it just? Are you just being witty?
Tell me the number, I'll tell you if it's cutting.
20.
Could be. 66% chance that it makes that miss me. But I don't think it can break through my ablative armor. I'm gonna just be like, nah. Hit me.
Okay. For 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
These aren't even my real hit points.
But I haven't been asking you to make concentration checks.
Because I haven't been taking hit point damage. 10 hit points.
You still need to make concentration checks. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
Let me,
Yeah.
That's definitely not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been living a lie. Let me roll 2.
I don't know, but I forgot as much as you did. So.
I actually thought it's not. I forgot. It's like I was like, oh, I don't need to do these until my temp run out.
That would have been broken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Skill checks also fail on the 1. Yes.
No.
Oh, but it's
We've never done that.
Constitution saving. I fail.
Okay. You are no longer in transform form.
But I do not gain a level of exhaustion.
That's also good to know.
That's very good to know.
I've rolled a 1 or 2.
You just rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh, why did I say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
I also rolled a 1, but I was on like the think
had-
about it, but it's not important yet thing.
Yeah. So,
According to, can I get the PHP?
but you did die. Can I have
No,
a wisdom?
I didn't die.
You went
Just-
unconscious. Can I
yeah.
have a wisdom saving throw? Sam,
Yes. Raven.
at some point in time,
Mm-hmm.
this will take effect.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yes. When it happens, unfortunately, there's nothing you'll be able to save against it.
Thank you
Just
for
so you
telling me
know.
in advance.
Aridrin, can I have a wisdom save?
I rolled an 18.
An 18?
18,
Cool.
17 plus 1.
Okay.
My-
in which
my
case,
best
you
roll
do
is-
not gain another chaos point.
Good.
Yes.
Everything has the bag of holding. No, Delirium has the
I've
bag
got
of
bag of
holding.
Put me in the bag of holding.
Again.
Oh, sorry, Delirium.
no! Actually,
It flew up to come back down. Opportunity attacks. Everyone, the wolves.
And it's going to
Only
make
so many attacks.
2 claw attacks.
What do you mean
It
just
hasn't
turn?
done its thing where like when it moves, it deals damage. Didn't
No.
it have like a wing thing?
Yeah, that's a legendary action.
Okay, good.
It goes away up in the air and drops down.
Finn,
Shit. Yes.
Well, there is a lot of people around it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
26.
Even if I cast shield, it would make it 26. So.
Sorry, man. I'm really not.
Monster.
Shit. Is it hitting me for a ranged attack?
I mean, it's got long arms.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just trying anything here.
It's got a long arm and it's got like a string in between its shoulder there. It's just clang.
You take 23 points of slashing damage.
Oh no, please don't.
Here we go again.
Fuck me.
Can I get that d20 roll, please?
Oh no.
It's just hungry.
I'm just looking for the num-nums.
Okay, I can do this again, but
No.
someone has to slap me
2.
first.
Okay.
Two. That isn't like a 2-2. Like a.
Because the
As in
danger.
a 3 minus 1.
You are grappled. And in its claw, Eridrian.
Wait, why are you speaking to me now? Why now? It's not my turn.
It's going to make its second attack.
No.
Denied.
It's a natural 1.
Yes!
Bite your
Does it
teeth.
drop me?
Does it have
It
to,
bites its tongue
does it
back.
have to make a chaos wisdom save thing?
It's a creature of chaos.
Therefore, it should
I don't
definitely
know.
have to
She
do it.
might, she
No.
might have messed with it beforehand and it's experiencing trauma.
Unfortunately,
force?
though, it's going to use its third attack, which is the bite attack.
You'll be alright, right?
Yeah,
looking dicey?
it's good.
Didn't mean it. I really didn't.
No, I also feel that. 'Cause I'm glad.
Finn,
I think.
it puts you back in its mouth.
I also feel the bite because I'm grappled.
There's no... Yeah,
There's
exactly.
nothing.
There's
Okay,
nothing.
cool.
If a creature is grappled, then that creature is then swallowed.
Shit, Mark.
That's the end of its turn.
Fucking good for it.
Yay!
Oh god.
Sam.
Oh, it's my turn. Well, great news is that I'm not concentrating on Tensor's transformation, so I could theoretically suggest that it drop in. But
It has one save. Yes.
it has one legendary. Yeah.
Unless it's one of those fuckers that have 4.
Oh, it can fuck off at all.
I would like to begin murmuring under my breath as I cast Dissonant Whispers at the 4th level on it. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It rolls an 18 on the dice.
Oh, that's
Really high.
oh on the dice. Yeah. Cool. Let's not take that any further. 3 plus 3, 66. 5, 10, 14, 18, 23.
Solid effort dice, right? Yes.
29 psychic damage before half.
So 14.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn. What's that spell? What's that? As a bonus action, I'll ask Lyra, hey, will we have time to talk before the rift closes? Or will we have to, will it just instantly close once this dragon is dead?
I fucking hope not.
Because I want to have a genuine conversation with you about this before. I don't want to just throw you through a hole without a proper goodbye.
It wouldn't be very chaotic if I told you that, would it?
Do you want to be chaotic? You could be anything. Literally anything.
You hear the voice change now. I'm Lyra.
I'm engaged.
You don't have to be. I can change, you can change, anyone can change. That's the point.
It's the end of your turn. 6 seconds bonus action.
You can fix him.
If they want to be fixed.
Wolves.
And it's not that they don't,
Yes.
but you've got to explore.
All of the wolves. Do the wolf stuff.
Cool.
Exactly.
It's gonna get a
So we all get advantage, so I'm going to roll them in groups of 2. So the 6 of them. They should all attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they get a
Do you get advantage?
21 and a 14.
Total?
So I'm doing them in groups of 2.
Yes.
So a group of 2, 21 to hit.
Did he get advantage?
Yes.
That wasn't on
21
the
hits.
21 hits, the 14 doesn't. Cool. So I'm just going to note how many hits I get in general.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
fine.
Very strange that Google didn't show me the highlight rate, but did show me this one.
Next round of biting, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and a 22 and a 22. So 2 22s hit.
Both hit.
Cool. And the last round of chewing is a 15,
I don't want to be
16,
that person,
19,
but you're rolling 4 dice at a time,
19.
right?
Yeah. He's taking the first 2 as advantage
Yeah.
and then the second 2.
Okay, cool.
A 19
misses.
hit. Cool. So that's only 3 hits.
Okay.
So that is 2d4 plus 2
I
times
thought
3.
you were giving yourself like hyper advantage, being like,
No.
I'm rolling 4 and picking the 2 best ones.
Said in advance.
Plus 2, 4, 6. So 14 plus 6. 16, 17, 18, 19.
Total altogether.
Yes.
Okay, as all the wolves try and pounce, you see some miss it as they're looking for this weirdly kind of shifting shape. Is that the wolves?
Yeah.
Mercer, just so that my Leal sense was tingling. It needs to make a strength save on every hit it took, otherwise it can be knocked prone.
I assume a gigantic beast can't be knocked prone.
I don't fucking know. What
Will
I'm
specifically say.
just fucking say it.
I never mentioned it
It
as
needs
a
to be.
thing.
I'm pretty sure Max a huge creature, else it cannot be knocked.
I asked that question earlier as well.
Yeah.
But thank you
It
for
calls us-
tingling your legal sense.
It calls as a gargantuan. It counts as a gargantuan creature.
Yes. Godzilla tier.
It can go again.
But on top of that, it's also quite of a shifting nature. Just saying. Is
That's
that
all.
wolves?
It looks as though if
Okay.
you flipped it upside down, it'd have a Shremek to just.
It would just be like its feet just.
On initiative 10,
Also Shreem.
Again, below you, the ground moves and shifts.
It's full of sand.
sand as it
This is the
back
sand like 100
this-
feet below, right?
1,000.
That,
Yes,
It still
some
doesn't,
amount of.
it doesn't have its breath weapon back yet, right?
it's not its turn.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
You also hear this voice shouting out, "And now what are you gonna do, huh? You think you can just stop here? As long as you're here, they'll just keep coming."
Who's they?
Erythrian,
Can you clarify, please?
it is your turn.
Question like Iridian. Roll a. It's a no.
Hiccups. I thought you were going to ask me to make a charm
Some
saving throw,
terrible.
and I was going to say no.
Okay. Well, you're fine.
Can you do
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
that? You also?
Wait. I am the DM.
Moment of self-confidence, graces.
Yeah.
What light level is it here at the moment?
It's
Right as
still
fuck, boy. There's dawn.
bright light, both because of this swirling sandstorm and because
Where were
of the giant fucking dawn.
The sun is over in the corner of the
Okay.
room. like,
Yeah.
I am gonna cast Shadow Blade, and as part of the bonus action, hang on, do I have it? God damn it! Okay, I don't get to make an attack as I cast the spell, but I'm going to use my bonus action to cast it and then my action to attack.
We've got to fix this, remember?
Oh no,
I
the
relate
hiccups.
so hard when I have hiccups, they're always the worst.
You sound so mean.
Why doesn't the spell tell me? Give me the stupid. Okay, I cast Shadow Blade and then making it. Oh no, 15 to hit.
Fortunately, it doesn't hit.
Oh.
So miss.
You have
It's
it
hard
out.
to see it when it's made out of shadow.
I was going to say, and then when you go to hit it, there's this dark blade against a dark sky, and it just throws you off for a moment.
Ah,
It's okay.
next
That's
Okay.
space.
my action, bonus action, and I'm too scared to run away. So that's me.
Fair. At the end of your turn, Denarian, the dragon's going to make a till attack against you
Till attack.
for a 24.
That hits.
As you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Heaved.
Okay, Reaver,
Me.
back to you.
I'm down here holding this needle.
Yes, you're 10 feet below the surface.
So when I cut her in half, did she just go and get sucked down the hole into nothingness?
Roughly,
Okay.
yes.
That's right.
Metaphysically.
Physically, did she just disintegrate and disappear?
Metaphysically, yes. Physically, bits came out. You cleaved someone in twain. There was a lot of blood that started dripping down before the body slowly sagged.
But I mean, like, is the corpse still lying there? Or did it go...
So I can imagine that half of it would probably fallen in the hole. So half the corpse still lying there.
Sweet. Darth Maul. Great.
Robot legs.
Fucking leave here, fly down, and go back up.
Yeah.
Up and out.
So 10 up.
Don't put me on the bubble.
No, I'm
on the bubble.
asking where you want to go. Okay, the bubble's still there, by the way.
Yeah, I don't want to be on that bubble.
Yeah.
Boo.
Bonus action. Hex the dragon. As I jump forward, so I want to like go forward and land on the ground, and the wings go and disappear. Hex is concentrated on strength, and then I'm like, I do that kind of like look at the kind of like fog of war, and then pull focus and just see like the tufts of Finn's hair.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
oh no, it's happened again. Cast command. Vomit. Oh no.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my... Oh no, wait, I'll try to think. I don't think I can do that. Because I used 30 feet to get up.
You were only 10 feet under the membrane.
So
10
10 feet to jump
15, 20, 25.
25.
At least it can't use its breath out while its mouth is full.
There's rules about that.
Have you ever toasted a marshmallow?
While it's in your mouth?
With a blowtorch.
I mean, the teeth are the spikes. The mouth is the bonfire.
Your ear's really strong.
And then...
Rolling up my way up
Oh my god.
Reaver?
Yes, Hex... Would I have any movement left, considering like I went from having fly to not having fly? Would that have like voided the movement before then? How would you roll that?
Yes, it would, but if you want to continue your movement before casting Hex, we'll let you do that.
Okay, sweet. I want to be let's see. Right. So it came up here rather than 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I want to go here. Hex. And then I am just going to use a cantrip because I've technically cast a spell and I dirt slightly on that front, but that's fine.
Sorry.
Just drinking that. For me, it always. And there's the.
It's great. Everyone's distracting the dragon.
And I just want to like point at the dragon and be like, one down, you're next, and there's like a subtle tone of death, and I'll toll the dead on the dragon.
Wisdom?
Tone of death
yes.
is like a much better cancer.
20 on the save.
It passes.
Okay. So your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. On your turn,
No, that's my turn.
you're still holding this rod.
I am, yes.
So at the end of your turn, 7 necrotic damage halved to 3.
Okay.
4 radiant.
4 radiant.
Oh,
And
it's both.
6 slashing damage. I keep wanting to say piercing for some reason.
Can I hold this in a way that it doesn't cut me, or is it just like serrated all the way over?
Tell me how you would like to hold it.
In your teeth.
Well, you said it was like a needle, right?
Yes, it looks like a needle.
Does it have like an eye for a needle?
It doesn't. But it does, like the shape of it's like a needle.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's just like sharp as fuck all over. I'm wearing bitchin' gauntlets. Does that help?
Magical slashing damage.
Sound. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine then, magical slashing implement. You win this round.
On initiative 20, Finn, you are up next.
Reaver. out of the hole
What's
comes
happening?
up a long arm.
Ah, yes.
The arm.
One of those.
28 to hit.
It hits me.
Okay. You are pulled 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Back into the
Can
hole.
you hit that? No, stop it.
Okay.
Come on, man, you knew that could happen.
Yeah.
Fly.
So is he grappled by this hand?
Nope.
Or just
It lets
drag
go.
him in?
Yeah, it just drags him in, lets go. He's currently considered falling. Finn, you're in a mouth.
Hooray.
Yes, on your turn, unfortunately for me, good for you. Nothing happens on your turn.
Cool.
You are considered restrained.
Ah, and I'm presuming it's a strength check of some sort to get out of this monstrous nightmare.
Shut to those
How
teeth.
did you
Shut to those
guess?
teeth.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Be more like Eridrian. Be more like Eridrian.
It's getting in my hair!
Wow.
You,
Not safe.
while you're in it,
You do not get any form of save or check.
Wonderful. That's
Oh, you're just in there.
Come
in
on,
it.
bitch.
Well,
You do get karma.
first and foremost, I haven't rolled for it yet. Because, so, Dawn winks out as the
Okay.
light slowly recedes from the dawn, only to blaze from me as I cast Spirit Guardians! It just happens.
Okay.
I'm casting it at 4th level.
Wisdom save, right?
No.
Yes.
26.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh.
Do you have to pick what it
Yeah,
is?
do you lose your magic weapon?
Yeah. What?
Do you lose your flying weapon?
No, the
No.
flying weapon
No,
stays.
the spiritual weapon stays.
Oh.
But
you
yeah,
can
so
exclude creatures.
I exclude everything except this fucking dragon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So that's a lot.
I was wondering if I had a number that you had to limit, so some of the wolves were going to
25 points of radiant damage, halved because it's saved.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm going to. Which one do I like today? I'm going to go for you. Don't fail me. Okay. I get 10 points of healing back with my second wind.
Okay. Very nice.
That's an ability you have.
Yes.
End of your turn. It's going to make another tail attack. Denarian,
Tail
you're
attack.
right behind it. Oh, like insanely high, 30 something or other.
Thanks.
Are you welcome?
I say these kinds of rolls shouldn't be allowed, but we make them frequently enough, so they probably should.
That is 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm looking rough.
Why has my screen done this?
Okay.
Oh dear.
That's why.
Nax. Back to you.
Back to the industry.
I wish.
Denari, you're up next after Nax.
I've wrote the script. It starts with Bart. That's up.
Sadly, the theatre was in the Fae. We're all still dead.
I think I'm probably just going to like them both at the end.
Okay, another dex save
Die
for
in the
it.
Fae theatre. You die in the death.
Uh-oh. No, I have to cover. I'm good.
There's a note in my character sheet here that just says diamond in the mouth. I assume it's a phrase of some kind.
It's 20 on dex save.
I will thingy them again. Silvery barbs.
Okay, who's gonna get the advantage?
Who's after me?
Me.
After you, Denarian.
We'll have advantage. We'll have advantage for a while.
That's a 15 on the dex save.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
What do you say to it to give it disadvantage?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
What spell is it?
Silvery barbs.
No, what spell are you giving it disadvantage?
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, so.
You could go to cast it with one finger and they go, ha, tricked you.
Oh, I'm going to make it think. I'm
Jump
going to
still.
throw a fireball at it and let a little bit of fire tingle in me.
and then hip fire. Like,
Nice, nice.
Flip the ball.
Okay. Throw it off with that.
Radius lines.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm resistant to 5 fuck.
10, 15, 19, 22, 25,
shit, I don't have that.
33.
33. Okay. Right. Could you see that hourglass? Could you hand that to me in the position it is in right now?
No!
Yes.
I've decided against this.
You want your character to live.
You're not allowed to use timers. What are you doing?
Max.
You've become the very thing you swore to destroy, Anakin.
As you cast lightning bolt, you zap it through there, and Finn, you feel the bottom of your buttocks gets a little toasted.
Oh, I didn't hit it.
As it goes right through it, and the dragon appears to dissolve in place.
Oh, you saved me! You spooky bastard!
Wait.
And you just hear from below you.
Raised by his elven mother as a single child, Daenerys' mom talked little of his human father. Apparently he was a great man. Growing up in a secluded village, there was no religion or magic, there were barely visitors. Here, there was only the circle of nature. Daenerys made himself useful to his clan as hunter, but he never stopped being distracted by life outside the forest lands, and his curiosity of humans often got him in trouble. Even more so when he learned that somewhere people could apparently do magic. Finally, and not unexpectedly, the day came that he set out, against the wishes of his peers, and ventured beyond the forest. Daenerys found that there were many things he wasn't ready for. Currency, for one, was an entirely foreign concept to him. He also learned that people can be cruel and harm for fun when he freed and stole a wolf pup from a trader's cage. Yet none of this deterred Daenerys from wanting to enjoy the crazy chaos of the wider world. When he heard rumours that magic could be taught in a faraway capital of a different continent, Daenerys and Greggy boarded a ship. They would not return to Orion for a long time. The stars were especially beautiful tonight, Lady Jaina Keldia thought to herself. The pride she had once felt at her accomplishments turned into a resentful nostalgia. She sighed heavily. It had been too long since she had fed, and looked up at Simon. Her mind was already processing her next steps as she led him to the large bed. She would sate her hunger, and in the clamour of her consort's unexpected passing, would declare herself in mourning and leave her estates in the care of the heirs to the dynasty she had created. She would take on the persona of Samantha, a young woman disguised as Samuel Ransford, a travelling bard. A mask over a mask over a mask over a mask. Common practice for the 900-year-old shape-changer. All that she had learned was that being long-lived just meant watching the people you cared for die. Nothing had given her the satisfaction she had sought. Not family, not power, not the gods, not even selfish fulfillment of her every passing desire. And so, after centuries, she finally gave in to wanderlust and left Orion in search for the thrill of adventure. Even when Finric Jameson was just a small lad, he had an affinity for helping those who needed it. It started with a small bird with a broken wing that miraculously flew again, and from there evolved into apprenticing at the local temple, where he learned the arts of medicine until his 18th name day, after which he travelled south to learn healing on the road. A plan put to an abrupt end when bandits attacked him and robbed him of all but his name and knowledge. Going from doctor to beggar, Faith was quick to introduce new opportunity to Finn, in the form of a dying dwarven man. And by saving the life of First Mate Usenthor, Finn was granted the position of ship's doctor aboard the Bleeding Crow. Here, he lived an adventurous life of scavenging, exploring and smuggling, although never killing. But more importantly, he lived a life as a trusted friend of Captain Josephine, the devil on the water, equally feared and respected. He would never have chosen to leave that ship. That choice was made for him by Captain Soren, whose dark history with Josephine Finn never entirely uncovered. The Doctor was thrown overboard with no knowledge of what happened to his new family or Josephine, the captain he was slowly falling in love with. Instead, he woke up on a small beach, clothes torn and stiff with dried salt. With gritted teeth, he set out to find the nearest city and means for revenge. Waking up in a strange place, sore and nauseous, Nax couldn't quite remember where he came from, or how he ended up in this endless field of long grass. All he remembered was that someone or something had seriously pissed him off. It took him some time to find his way across this strange landscape, and when he finally found the city, he was starving and angrier than he had ever felt. It didn't take him long to find the nearest tavern, where he proudly demanded the guests make space for him and serve him his food. I said, "Leave, lest you be damned." When they laughed in his face, the anger was tempered slightly by confusion. Why weren't these peasants quivering in their boots at the mere sight of him? Nax raised a hand to neck level in a choking grip whilst lofting the other overhead as if cradling some orb. Nothing happened. Rage was now replaced by confusion and perhaps even some fear, as he snatched some food and ran, huddling in an alley with only a cloak to protect him from the elements. Slowly the realization dawned on him that he had lost something very important, and that he would have to work like some lowly wizard to get it back. Stealing a spellbook and focus, he picked up a rumor. The royal family was looking for an object of great power. Something he could keep for himself, perchance? If you are a bandit in the north of Padina, you better watch the shadows. Tales tell of a carnage-fueled demon that will find you should you gather too much fame. The Grim. It has been some time since Noctis Reaver took on that persona. For him, the story started when bandits pillaged a small farmer's village he lived in, when he ignored the knife at his throat to save his sister. As he lay on the floor and felt life leave him, he bargained with death. You are willing to pay for your soul by servitude, and for her life with what is equal to her worth. With the dagger that slit his throat in hand, Noctis took up the mantle of bounty hunter and started the laborious journey of evening the scales. It was a few years later when a royal courier came looking for the Grim to get rid of some nobleman the king himself could not be seen taking action against. His Royal Highness King Ansel would be most pleased to hear of your acceptance of this task, and would be most grateful for your services. Noctis didn't care much for his employers. A soul was a soul. Completing his task with ease, he set out for the capital of Astrakani to collect his payment, and to collect a new unexpected job, one that required him to join up with a motley group of 5, who he introduced himself to as Reaver. Loving to play parts of mystery and intrigue, it was both mantle and name that Eridrian put upon himself. Leaving an unexciting life and a sad past behind entirely, he surrounded himself with the more magical and dangerous aspects of the Feywild, and became an emissary for the Seelie court, spreading the good word. Yet curiosity still plagued the Eladrin. Often he went to those big doors wrought from golden branches. No noise could be heard through them, but he knew court would be in session. There had to be another way in. Searching the ever-changing halls, a voice like a soft summer's breeze interrupted his sneaking. Lost a path? And ever since, Eridrian walked with renewed step, and in her name. His journey to the material plane began when he received a direct summon from her, to find and retrieve an artifact of great power in the form of a book. Setting out, Eridrian infiltrated a strange and dull palace, working together with a group of hired humans. Dodging traps and guards, he managed to retrieve the mysterious tome, its cover slightly hairy and of an ever-shifting grey colour, and with a closed eye on the front. Wanting to quickly escape, he used the planeshift scroll that Tatiana had given him, only to feel an uncanny tug mid-teleport. And rather than finding himself in the Seelie halls, he found himself unceremoniously dumped in the bathtub of a very confused doctor.
You're out of initiative. What would you like to do?
Oh no! Oh, they'll keep coming.
Oh yes.
Oh, we leave.
No, we have to fix that. We have to fix that.
Destroy the timer!
I want to have a conversation.
Out of initiative?
Out of initiative.
Okay, cool.
Shit, yeah.
I would like to not fall.
Okay.
That would be
How
my
would you
goal.
like to do that?
I'm going
1,
to
2, 3.
recast fly.
Okay, casting fly.
Yes.
I'm going to put you there.
Yep.
What are you doing, Finn?
Healing kit for everyone.
I'm also going to cast a healing fog.
Okay, does it take 10 minutes to cast?
No, it's spirit. It's just to be
1 minute.
Okay.
Don't hear
Oh,
me.
fucking don't.
Don't hear me. I spend a minute casting a spell myself.
Okay. Well, presume you have a minute.
Hope so.
If anyone's got loads of like first level spells that they don't mind just burning, then
I
feel
need to
free
spend
to
the
like
rest of my
sling them at
time
me.
having a conversation.
sling spells
Okay,
at
you've
you.
got this long.
Really?
If you've got ones you can burn.
What do you say to Lyra?
27 hit points. 26 hit points.
You said we had a boss.
Do you need healing?
It's going to take me a while to.
I think I actually do.
Greg heals.
Yeah, you got 26 as
As
well.
long as they target me and only me.
Can I have...
I've got one.
Sir,
Is that
I'd ask you to make a wisdom saving throw, but you automatically succeeded because you cast Mind Blank on yourself. You do not take any psychic damage, but you are unattuned to the item. As Lyra takes on their
Third form.
their shadowy form. Reaver,
Uh-huh.
can I have either a athletics or an acrobatics check from you as they go for the instrument that you hold in your hand?
Oh, Lyra, that's not cool.
You're max.
Is that an attack roll of some kind?
It's a
Would
grapple check, technically.
words work here?
Yes, absolutely.
I have one left.
Do I tell you what I've rolled first, or how does
you can
this
tell.
work?
You can tell them what you've rolled. I won't tell whether it succeeded or not.
Okay.
Okay, so I've rolled 25.
I trust you.
You're fine.
Sorry,
They run towards you. The shadowy shape.
the shadow runs towards me.
Lyra
Yes.
runs towards you. No, they've said goodbye. And I mean,
Sweet.
I genuinely wish you the best.
Might be short-lived. She enters my area of attack,
Yeah.
and I move the needle out of the way, ducking down, turn around, and just bring the scythe round at waist height to slash through her.
Okay.
Be
Roll to
chaotic,
attack.
but don't belong to anyone.
Do I see this happening?
Like
I'm just affirming them as they go.
26.
Fly the nest.
26 hits.
Oh. Now, if they're heading between me and Reva, do they also pass me?
Yes.
They
Would
also-
you, if you would have seen them as hostile, you can certainly make an opportunity.
I will full attack as well.
I mean,
It's not subtle.
yeah.
Go for it.
15 points of slashing damage as she comes at me. And I move the needle out of the way.
Did you say 15?
15 points of slashing
Okay.
damage.
25 from one of the wolves to hit.
Hits.
Oh, can
They
you
would
burn
have
her?
passed, gone past me. Except I would be
Yeah,
next to
yeah,
Regen,
go
so
for it.
I will Booming Blade.
7 points of damage from the wolf.
18 to hit.
Okay. Hits.
Is a natural one on advantage out of curiosity.
No,
Take
because then
rotation.
the roll technically doesn't count.
Thank you.
7 points of damage from a wolf.
Okay.
So that was a 20 to hit from
Hits.
my Shadow Blade.
I would have just thrown you in. Didn't have to be this way. But that wouldn't be very killer.
5 points of slashing.
Okay.
10 points of thunder. If they then move, they will take 3d8 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And are they a Fey Fiend or undead?
No.
Okay.
20 points of psychic damage.
The timer's up.
So
As
I'm at the last person that
yes.
on that roster.
Yes.
Right.
As all of this happens, they launch towards you, and as you hit them, you basically get rid of the last bit of HP, the last bit of life that they had in this shadowy form. They cannot die that easily.
Oh, thank God.
And as they run, reach for the needle, they turn back into their lyre form. Now, that momentum is still going.
I want to skewer it on my scythe.
Okay.
No,
Considering the attack roll that you rolled, sure.
Slice those strings.
Yes. You have, as in,
Yeah. As in just like either
shield
through
or catch it.
or catch it so that like it go, because it's lyres
Have a
strings
hole.
and stuff, so
Yeah.
through the, just as if it was going to go for salvation. And I just
Actually-
want to hold it like
Yes. Yeah. You can hold it. Yeah.
I've changed my mind to do what you want.
Okay. As they, sorry.
And if we're still out of initiative,
Well, you're about to be in it.
okay. The only thing I wanted to do was was activate my true seeing.
Okay.
So I want to see things as they really are.
Okay. As they run in a shadowy form, you hear, "I am never made this way."
And
And then they turn back into this lyre form and they go quiet entirely.
can I respond?
Sure.
I promised Chaos I would help them. I didn't actually make that promise to Chaos, I made it to myself. But that promise applies to you as well.
So, since they've lost all their HP, they don't respond. Who knows whether they heard it or not.
Has that dragon just been chilling there the entire time?
No. It's just been waiting in the corner like,
No,
Here.
you guys have got some issues.
So how long did we get in that downtime?
They've had 1 minute at least.
1 minute. Got it.
At least. Probably enough time.
Probably 2.
My Shadow Blade fades away as the minute ends.
I use a minute to heal Greggy with
Okay.
Healing Frog.
Okay.
I use one of those 2 minutes.
Well, time's up.
Yes, it's okay.
Everything that was going to happen has happened. Your time is now up. You can't do anything else.
Actually, but I
I
already
did
did say
it.
that.
A much smaller form is formed out of the goop that was left over.
Oh, hello.
Can I have everyone roll initiative again?
Fucking second phase!
Did, in the 2 minutes that passed, did that I complete casting that spell?
Which spell?
7th level, regenerate.
Oh shit!
Did you want to have that interaction with Lyra?
Yes.
Then no.
Cool. Then
Fair.
still up.
Oh, nearly threw my water over my
It's gone. Fuck. Spiritual weapon's gone.
Why?
Only last minute.
Timing.
What Spirit Guardians?
That last 10 minutes.
I'm intrigued about this formula.
No, it doesn't.
How long do your wolves last?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna check that.
The Spirit Guardians last for 10
Oh, 1 hour. More or
Yeah, I
less.
was going to say, some of the animals can just like chill for a while.
Yeah, it's okay. And they have initiative 24.
Is it like one under yours, or is it like...
No, so they have their own. They have their own initiative.
Oh, lol.
Okay. Above 20.
24 of the wolves.
Okay.
The number
Anything else?
them.
20 flat.
Anything else?
20 flat.
Oh, 23 Denarian. Sorry, I just forget about me. I'm just
Make direct eye contact twice.
22, 15.
20.
15.
I forget about me. It's all about wolves.
All about the
sorry.
wolves.
What'd you get?
15 to 10.
14.
Oh, okay, I'm after you. Got it.
I forgot to roll.
1. Sorry.
Okay. 10 to 5.
Oh,
Yikes.
Oh, next.
Nags.
4.
Okay.
Beloved.
The wolves are the first to react.
As well.
What are we
You have a
facing?
minute to do it.
As out of this goop appears this weird deformed version of what looks like some form of celestial creature. There are wings made of starlight. It's humanoid, it's flying, but it looks like it's barely held together. You can see bits of the bone where the arm is missing flesh. There's like elbows hanging loose in the sockets.
Oh god.
Are there enough facial features to...
It's not the same person as you faced before.
That would have been magical.
They barely have facial features. Part of the face is just skeletal bone structure.
Made of bones made of stars? Or made of bone?
Bones made of bone.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wolf's first.
That's a look. I make a copy for my passions line.
Yeah. Wolves are all going to charge then.
What size category creature is this?
Yeah.
Just medium. It can be knocked prone in terms of mediumness,
In terms of
but it does have wings, just so you know.
medium
And
well.
it is made of the same liquidy star goop. Let's move to dragon somewhere.
Let's turn it into tartar.
I'll sit it. I'll sit it here so it can walk.
It's gonna. Wolves are gonna surround
So it just looks great.
Okay.
I'm just being like,
And attacking, we all get advantage. That messes up 20, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Does 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22 does hit.
Okay, my blank protected me from damage.
Cool. I'm gonna do the rest of it. Hits.
probably a lot considering you just parted
17,
with
18,
a
19, 20,
cursed
21. Does 21 hit?
item.
21 hits.
And I've got a crit.
I'll miss them.
Definitely
that's-
hits.
That is 3 hits so far, and half the wolves have gone.
I would have just thrown them in, but they decided to betray me.
I'm shocked.
I know you are, but everyone deserves a second chance. Me most of all. Remember that.
19?
2 hits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, hits.
I can't be a hypocrite.
Ah,
Christ.
17, 18, so, and 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 5 hit.
okay.
One of them on a crit. So,
Roll damage.
yeah. So 5
And
hits.
Pile of wolves, the new fragrance.
1, 2, 3,
Packed.
4, 5.
Oh my god.
36 plus the crit damage, which will just be 36. 36 plus 6. 42 points of damage.
Oh,
Fucking
5 of them will be trying to knock it prone. However that
Unfortunately,
works.
that's not going to be enough prone. Sorry.
Because of the wing.
because it's goop.
It's goop.
Because it's technically
Goop.
not entirely corporeal.
Do that thing where you knock a slime over and it's just
Yeah.
still all the slime.
Whatever has it.
Daenerys.
It is wolf's turn.
Manifest.
It's now your turn.
I've knocked this sphere over, look.
I will run in.
Wait a
5,
minute.
10, 15. I have
Ooh, do you eat your poison?
concentrating.
On what are you concentrating?
No. I'm concentrating.
On the wolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No
also
poison.
concentrating myself. Spirit Guardians.
Does it still stay up?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm concentrating also.
I'll fly.
That is a 19
I'm not concentrating.
to hit. So 19, 28 to hit.
Hits.
Amazing.
Why am I
Doing 9 points of damage of magical damage.
Yeah.
It
My
was never
second
been
attack
me,
is only
always.
a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Oh, that is awful. Have you used my inspiration?
No,
Okay.
but it has worn off because a minute has passed.
Isn't it 10 minutes for
10 minutes.
I should really know my own class better.
Is that your turn, Daenerys?
Assuming I don't have
Someone has
inspiration,
actions.
yes. Assuming inspiration hasn't worn off,
It has not.
then yeah, that's my turn.
You can cast it, you
Okay.
can give it to someone else, just not me.
Just in the kill dragon, that sounds like danger.
You can't,
Becky's
you
gonna
can't
reroll
give
that.
inspiration
Which
again.
could be worse depending
No,
You
on
just
it's
can't
a-
give it to.
Oh, so I
Raven
can't give it
again.
out to multiple
You
people?
can give it to someone else.
Oh.
Stack it up, stack it up.
Yeah. Adrian, your braid hair is looking extra long today.
Good effort.
Yeah. You're inspired.
Greggy does a run. Greggy just doing a
Greggy
zoom in the
approves.
background.
Zooming in background. Just ignore Becky.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
On initiative 20,
Oh god.
Eredrian.
Very silky hair as well, I forgot to say.
23 breaks your AC, right?
Yes.
10,
Scroll.
15.
How long was my -2 from Nax? Was it just the round?
Yes.
I mean, it breaks either way.
You are grabbed by this big hand and pulled all the way to the edge here.
Oh boy. Okay.
So be
Hey.
lifeguard.
As you hear this voice below you, how long will you be staying? Really? It's your turn.
Not too sure of the weather this time of year.
Okay. True say stuff.
Yeah.
Guy lives in Edinburgh.
Can I see the strands?
The kid is
Yes, you
who's now an
can.
adult and used to be part of the Bucking Vibes. Is that?
Holding the needle.
Yes.
Can I try and see if I can like work out if I can put these back together? Or does it look like a specific cutting implement?
So,
That's what I intend to do, yes.
roll me.
I was going to inspire you for this very purpose.
Roll me an intelligence or an arcana check. But I'll give
Look at him go,
but
next!
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage because of the true sight, because this gives you extra knowledge.
I like to imagine you've just been holding it, burning it for a whole minute.
Come on, Reaper.
No.
Sorry, bro.
What's your roll?
Like 9.
Okay.
Think harder.
It's definitely something you can cut with.
You mean we had this whole downtime for like 2 minutes and you didn't think to let me have a look at it?
Is there anything else you're gonna do?
We'll come back to it after we kill this monster.
Would that be my action?
50 is a bonus action, sure.
That's the full.
I would like to move away from the giant hole.
You're still flying?
Still flying,
So you
yeah.
can move 60
60 feet.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to make a beeline for Nax.
Okay.
Where? See the area
You
that
can
we're
make
in?
it to next. Yes.
See the strands and stuff like that. Does
Yes.
it look as though they're like?
They're kind of waving
Mhm.
around.
Can I like physically interact with them, or are they like ethereal-ish
If you
once
do
they're
so, you
stranded?
kind of feel it feels a bit like gelatin,
Mhm.
but or egg white would be a better comparison.
Oh,
you feel like
wow.
you can't really grab it.
That's horrific.
Yes.
I don't have the set of skills to do anything with this.
You can make
I
it
am
to
going to
Nax.
make it to Nax.
There
Turns
goes
out
Rainbow.
Nax was the main character all along.
Okay.
He's the hero.
No, it's Greggy.
Okay. What would you like to do?
he grabs two.
I would try and like show it or hold it in a way that Nax can actively maybe take a look at it.
Uh-huh.
But without having to also suffer whatever damage is about to happen.
Do you have something to wrap it in?
You're saying it causes magical slashing damage. I don't have anything magical to wrap it in.
Okay.
Because theoretically it'll just cut whatever I put it in, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's no point I can hold it without cutting my hands open, then... And I'm wearing gauntlets, so a hemp sack isn't going to really work. I need to save that. So... yeah, I'll... Next, do you by any chance know if we can reverse whatever this was doing or whatever? It's not my theory, it's not my area of expertise, and I'll just like hold it to show next. And I will hold my action to keep it away from anything that's going to try and grab it.
Good
Okay.
plan.
Noted.
In the way that like can you hold movement, right?
Yeah, you can hold a
movement.
dash action.
With a dash action. No, in fact, I'll just do the thing where I'll try and keep it away from whatever.
Okay, take a dodge action.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to impose some sort of,
I get what you're trying to do. If
bonus to
someone
whatever.
were to do a grapple check or something, you would have advantage against it.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'll do.
Okay, you then take a 1 point of necrotic damage, 1 point of radiant damage, and 5 points of magical slashing
Okay,
damage.
cool.
Just a Moira open, yeah.
Okay.
Just holding the Moira.
Eridrian.
This is bad.
Up to you.
Mercy's like...
I too would like to get a little bit further away from
Go for
the
it.
stupid edgy bit.
That's towards Finn.
20. 25. 30.
Uh-huh.
And then I would like to pew 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 add the corrupted angel thing
Go for it.
with Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is universal for pew pew pew. Ooh, that's bad. That's a 14 to hit. Another 14 to hit.
You really need new dice.
And a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Don't insult my dice.
They only roll well at spikes.
It's a stout, right?
And that is a 2 plus 4, so 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
I hate my dice.
Oh, no. Okay.
I hate all of them. And I've used dice from like 3 different sets, they all roll that low.
Finn.
It's just me, it's my hands.
Oh, it's not.
Try using a left hand or right hand, whichever
Up to
hand
you.
you are.
I'm going to do the fucking Jotaro walk over to him. 30 feet.
10, 15, 25. Just plop you in there.
Dun, 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 dun. Stab!
You have left hand, don't you?
But I don't get pat because I'm not a wolf.
Oh.
I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. Right decision. 17 plus 9. It's 26.
Hits.
Sweet. Is this an undead?
No.
Fuck.
I know.
Oh,
But no.
Is it
the
a
last?
fiend or a fae?
I should be asking these questions also.
No.
Fuck.
Is it any of the things I'm favored against?
Okay.
It's not your turn.
What does an ooze count as? Aberration?
So that's.
Space ooze. Yes.
I see.
Fuck! I didn't see it, so
It must be their own
I can't do it. I would have thought booming bladed, but I didn't say I was going to do it. So that's okay. That's going to be for 8 points of slashing damage, magical, and then 6 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
and then from up behind it, it's going to be a Raven's Claw as I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Yep.
And that's going to take a bonk at it.
Go for it. What level do you cast spiritual weapon?
I can only cast it second.
Okay.
Because I'm out of 4th level
Loads of healing
spells.
left, you guys.
25 to hit.
Okay. Hits.
And that's 9 points of force damage.
Okay. As you wail into this starlit angel, it's taking some hits. And you see bits of light and icky bits falling off it.
Yeah.
After you, we go to Sam.
Amazing. I cast telekinesis at the 5th level and restrain it.
Okay. Is that a question mark, strength?
I do have that information in me.
I would certainly hope that you read your spell before
I
casting
did
it,
before
right?
casting it. It was just a while ago. I'm so sorry. It is a contested by a creature's strength check.
Ooh. That is, sorry, that was nearly my water glass. That's a 17.
Versus, I think that's going to make it 6 plus 5 plus 2. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, it is not restrained.
Okay, I'm now concentrating on that spell.
Okay,
And I can do that
concentrating
again.
telekinesis.
And again.
On
And again.
initiative 10.
Oh, can you also move me further away from the hole?
How far?
Just all the way.
10, 15, 20,
As long as you're
20,
not
25, 30.
closest, then you're like.
Just maybe diagonally 5 feet closer to it.
Could you move it
Thank
on a
you.
diagonal 1, 2? Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
perfect.
Okay, on initiative
Bracelet.
10,
Yeah.
the ground below it moves. It is above the starlight. You all see more of this liquid stars that this dragon was made of move on the ground. Just so you're aware.
On the ground, as
Yes.
in our ground or below us?
No, where you are.
Has the hole gotten any bigger?
No.
I think that was definitely Shasita.
I figured. I just wanted to clarify.
It's now its turn.
That's not allowed.
Also, the non-gendered it is more concerning.
That sounds pretty phobic to me.
Next, can I have from you, as they cast a spell?
Targeted at me.
Yes.
They cast a spell.
I'm gonna swipe my cloak across in front of me, and it's going to absorb.
Do your
some
Dracula
spell.
impression? What?
Oh yes, sexual.
How does that work if it's not a damaging spell?
It just says a spell that's targeted at me.
Yeah, it definitely would be absorbed. But do you get anything from that still?
And doesn't specify that has the damage. I don't think. We'll double check. Reaction to absorb a spell, it's targeting you and only you, not with an area of effect. The absorb spell's effect is cancelled, and the spell's energy, not the spell itself. Is
So it's
stored
the
in
level that it's storing.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a 5th level.
Oh shit. That's fucking dope.
As they extend a hand towards you, they're opening their mouth, and it's like their voice is just kind of drawn out to them, as all that you hear is this kind of and it's gone into the cloak. Perfect. Well, for you.
Something out of Pyre level as well.
It is going to use its movement, and it's got the flyby ability, which means that none of your wolves get opportunity attacks, I'm afraid.
So many attacks.
Sentinel.
And it's flying to over here. It's used its action, so it can't do anything. Reaper, something entered your threatened area.
Burst through the glass.
Do you want to use a reaction?
He's already
Okay.
got his reaction held.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got a held action. Thank you very much. That's a good show. That was their turn. Next. The Reaver's presenting you with this needle, rod.
I guess I should probably go analyze it.
Are you going to roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
This would take an action to properly look at it. That would be an action.
Sure. Oh my god. I'm not rolling well tonight at all.
Raven. Is Raven gendered?
No. That is a 12.
A 12.
Oh, but I'm going to call on the chaotic energy that imbues my kind of source magic and use Tides of Chaos to.
Roll me a D100.
Tides of excuse me?
On the
My favourite spell.
Although it might be
It's just indignation
advantage
concentrated into a.
rather than roll
Like
again.
a D&D
I don't know if I do that.
I will give you the advantage, absolutely.
In which case I roll the 20 on the
Okay.
and the D100 is a 60.
60.
Yeah.
0.
I'm not nearby.
Okay. At a 60, you gain the use of an unseen servant for 1 hour.
It just appears with a spice grinder. Pepper.
You just exactly
You don't
next
see, so you're
next to you feel the presence of something else, and you know that it is subject to your will. But at a 20
Yeah, go
on
fix the thing.
knowledge roll,
Plus a 10 for the 30.
30.
Yeah, sorry, the roll was a 20.
It's a natural 20.
So all of this makes a big difference in what you're going to be told. Okay.
Spatial mechanics. Yeah.
So
I was reading a magazine about this.
yes.
initially being somewhat confused by it, drawing upon that chaotic energy source, looking at it,
Capital C?
there's a combination of magic in this rod that is most unusual. It looks like a mixture of the magics that you see within both Finn and Reaver. But there's also something very much divine to it, like that reminds you more of Ayun, for example. This is a device that is made to harm, to hurt, to break. There is no way that this could repair. However, you think that if skillfully used, what you could do with it is tie up the threats that are there rather than having them just flap about in the wind. You could not undo what has been done, but you can stop it from tearing further. To do so, you would have to wield this, and you would have to use a some form of in technical terms, it would be an attack roll using your spellcasting ability.
To pierce reality itself.
Yes, you would. What you think you'd be trying to do is basically combining 3 major forces to grab a hold of whatever holds chaos in check and to stitch it back together. Does that answer your question? Is there anything else that with a 30 you wish to have answered?
Does that come across the telepathic bond?
I was going to say, I don't know if that's still up.
So did it take its turn to move, by the way?
Flyby.
Did it take its turn to move?
Yes.
It's in my Spirit Guardians. Wisdom save.
Hold that thought for after next.
Let's resolve.
So, sorry. I'm not sure if I'm as in that you can use it to control other powers, like what we're fighting, or you can literally use it to control, to like bind chaos in a way and prevent.
So you could use this to rip or to tear something. You don't think you could mend whatever hole was there. This is not there's no hole in the sewing needle. You couldn't weave threads to it and restitch whatever is broken here back together. However, this device is made by 3 forces that would not normally be combined in such a way. This is a very unique item, which is probably why it has the power to rip through whatever barrier is here. You think you could use it to stabilize this? Yeah, to stabilize the damage that's been done.
You could spare the dying on the rift.
Basically. Could you close the door, please? Thank you.
It smells so tasty.
Okay. You have to choose between sweet lore and sweet smells.
Does that answer it better?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
No, I don't think there was anything.
Okay. Fantastic use of Tides of Chaos, that. To the top of initiative. All of the wolves.
Marissa?
Yes.
Yes. It took its turn, it would wisdom save Spirit Guardians.
You just...
Denarian?
Yes.
Denarian?
Yes.
It's your turn.
Could you confirm this wisdom save for me? It's a natural 20.
That's a flashing flash.
That's a flashy flash. That's a wild.
It's about to be your turn.
I need teeth for this.
It's
Okay.
29 points of radiant damage half. I rolled
Okay.
8876.
14 total.
Yep.
You use 4d10 to make good pin numbers.
That is my turn.
Good.
Oh, sorry, that was my turn. That was it from its starting.
Yes. Okay, Denarian.
We'll all move into attack positions. Formation, Awu.
So,
The arrow.
2,
Awu.
3,
Arrow. Arrow.
4.
Arrow.
It moved into range for both of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it's
Yes,
speed.
6. There you go.
Its speed is halved.
Amazing.
It saved.
It says doesn't say if it ends on the save.
What's that?
An 18 and a 15 to attack.
Both miss.
Both miss.
Yes.
Oh, sadness. Okay. Second group get a 21 and a 19.
Both hit.
And last group of non-monarchs.
You are correct.
Thank you.
A 20 dead. So
20
only
hits.
3 hits.
Yes.
Cool.
I don't think it would have mattered in this case for the amount. They're flying
By the way,
speed
that
is
tea
really
is
high.
delicious.
I know, it's my own blend.
It's so good.
23 nom damage
Okay.
as they tear away at its feet.
Yeah, they just kind of go for the calves, the ankles. And you see even these fey wolves, as they take bites out of it, they immediately drop it and they're like, "Wah, wah, wah."
I realise now there's no place for me to get into attack.
Yep.
Is there?
No,
There's not?
there's not. You can ask one of the wolves to move away.
That would take one of its actions though. I should do that now before my turn comes. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get an opportunity attack, but he'll. One wolf will move away.
It will make an opportunity attack.
That's good. Use up its reaction. Fine.
For 17 only,
Alright, well, that will kill it.
as it in its hand formed this massive blade. It's a bit like almost a bit like a claymore that it wields and then dissipates again.
Ooh. Okay, but I will fill up the gap now.
Okay.
And 5 to move. And shall slashy slash.
Slashy slash.
Ready for your up in 2 turns?
Slashy slash. First attack is a. Ooh, that's a 2, Marisha.
A 2.
That's a 2.
Noted.
Can I get continue?
Yeah, you can continue.
I should have done a spell rather than an attack. Oh well. I have no advantage or anything, so my second attack is a 1.
Denarian. Fuck.
Oh,
man.
wow.
See, you used all your good rolls attacking.
So for reference, I've put 2 exclamation marks next to your name. Okay. Noted.
Things are not good.
Denarian biffed it twice.
No, thank you. Yes,
My
thank
wolves
you.
did good, though.
Okay, yeah. The DM will remember this.
That's terrifying. It's been nice knowing you.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Crawl up. Is there any like stones nearby to hide under?
No. There's nothing to take cover behind. You are wading through draconic goop? Question mark?
Oh god, what's happening?
I rolled a 2, then I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. I should have done. Yep.
So many regrets are happening.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, on initiative 20.
So this thing has a potential to
Seal the.
stop it from going any further.
Yeah. Stabilize.
Out of the goop forms a similar creature, slightly larger, category large, if you will. Additionally,
It's gonna get worse. You need to seal that rift.
let's see.
Or at least tie it up so that it can become a plot arc element in something. No? I'd make
Who's a good boy?
They wouldn't.
They would.
That's why they're the bad guys.
Guess where you can get the best bones?
Oh, wow.
Wisdom saving throw.
Inside Denarian.
Marissa,
Yes.
that creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw because it's entering my spirit guardians.
22.
It emerges. Oh god!
That passes.
Yeah!
21 halved.
Wisdom saving throw for Greggy.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, I've used up a 2 and I used up a 1. So now it comes back down to 20.
Sure. Let's
7.
no.
Okay.
That's,
Ricky's charmed.
that's not 20.
That is not.
Well, he has to die. Anyway.
It's the only way. We have to kill
Reaver, it's your turn.
He can't.
Okay, so the information I got was that this thing can like rough off the edges to this thing over
Basically,
here.
stop it from tearing further.
Okay.
Oh, he's a good boy.
And it was a spell attack? Was what you were kind of vibing? Or was it like a...
Yeah, so using your spell attack bonus.
Okay.
This is a magical instrument. To wield it, you'd need to be some form of magic user who can use a spell weapon attack, so to say.
So barbarians.
Okay.
Interesting.
Power of rage.
Sweet. I can get to the tear. Because I've still got wings.
Mm-hmm. You can.
Yes.
Is the divine onion still up?
Yeah. With
That kind of wheel thing.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like the threads are like all around it,
with my kind of
and you've got true sight.
so I can see the threads and I can see
That would
the
make it somewhat
tangible
easier.
things.
Mhm.
Are we talking easier in the way that I would have advantage, or are we talking easier that the DC would be lowered?
Yes, the latter.
I thought you were like, yes, I was like, sick, boom!
Sorry.
And it would be a spell attack.
I've got a magical number written down here, and that number now is a little bit less.
Yay.
Cool, sick, tight.
Guidance in spirit.
I mean, I flew past you.
It's not a reaction yet.
Oh, that's a shame. It's not terrible. It's less than if I was slashing it with my obviously better weapon.
So it's charisma and proficiency bonus for you.
Please don't make this into a packed weapon.
Oh my god. No.
It drops through the thing, you're like, nope!
Takes an hour though.
Yeah, no, we've probably got like, not that.
Somewhere in the region off. Oh my god.
Stabiliamus.
Stabilitate! Anyone else? And I just have like stab.
23.
That would do it.
You broke the AC of reality!
So, with a 23, what you try and do is see these threads, kind of wind them around this. And I know that Ryan doesn't know a lot about sewing per se, but Reaver, having grown up on a farm, would have had to mend.
Reaver was
Most
the craftsman of the family.
Most likely the knees of his trousers a lot for a start. So you gather these threads and you put them through the hole between two other threads. Pull through and do that again and again. And although it doesn't fix the damage that's done, there's no waving threads that look like they're about to be torn any further. This looks like a clean opening, if you will.
Flashback to dealing with Luna every time she came back from an adventure.
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly the inspiration behind this. Mm-hmm.
Did you find out if there's anything else we can do?
Okay.
Especially to your true side, you don't see any loose strands floating
I've
about.
killed 10 of these creatures.
Oh. Did we get anything else information-wise about this other than...
It's an instrument to harm, not to heal.
An instrument?
Okay.
There must be an equivalent, because everything exists in balance.
No, this is... Well, there wouldn't be because this is both of them in one. Right?
Yeah. It's got all
It's
three
all three.
forces.
Divine life and death.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay here at the gap, and I'm going to hold my action. No, that would be my action stitching up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Get 30 feet away.
Yeah, I'm just going to that's it, actually. I don't have anything else. Bonus action, I need to keep stuff, so...
Okay, as you do so, there's a voice from below you. It's like, you're still stuck here. Even if you've sealed this.
So are you.
But at least I have company. Eridrian. It's your turn.
Are the company.
Why did we
You're the worst.
Love that. Save the world.
I'm gonna pew 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 again at the first
We could just go out
evil
of the
angel.
maze.
First,
I said it for Finn's reaction.
first attack is 14.
14 does not hit.
Second one, ooh, that's better. 28.
28 does hit, definitely.
Third one,
Imagine.
21. It's 2 hits. 2d10 plus 8 is. That's caught between a 9 and a 1.
I spent my
5. 9 plus 8 is 17 points of force damage.
How much did you say? Sorry.
17? Yeah, 17 points of force damage.
I don't know why in my head I heard 71 and I was like, that can't be right.
I've got a really good Eldritch Blast.
One of them got a shot, right?
Do you still have a big spell that can get us away from shit?
Just get slots left.
7 spent.
We have to save a slot.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you have a slot spared?
Do you have any big slots left for getting us down here after walking down?
No. Well,
I thought that was our backup plan, guys. Did we burn our...
No, send Greggy back. I can send Greggy back.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Keep that.
Yeah, because I spent mine.
can you cover me
back.
for 60 seconds?
Potentially.
For 10 rounds of combat, covering him.
I reckon. Well, cover them, yeah. We can try.
With charm.
Word of recall.
Yes.
You cast that spell, right?
No.
You prepared a sanctuary, but it's not casting it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to designate the place beforehand. I don't need to cast it to designate it.
Okay.
Why?
No.
Okay.
Is that your turn, Eridrian?
Yes.
Okay. Finn.
Yep.
Although none of them have been casting spells.
It's my turn. I was waiting for bad things to happen to me. Sorry.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna.
You're trying to figure out how to get home.
Yeah, sorry. Wait. You must designate a sanctuary by casting this spell.
Oh.
Because I heard, sorry for me getting distracted while you were doing the damage, I heard that in the background and I had a moment of, wait a minute. Was that it? Yes, exactly. So
what are we called?
So theoretically you have cast the spell.
That was before our long rest,
right? No,
Yeah.
afterwards.
Oh, give all the hit
Did
points
you not?
back.
Was it before the long rest?
This was during the night, like before I went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I went.
So you created a sanctuary, you
Yeah.
cast a spell.
We
Yeah.
went to do Oasis
Casting
before we
spell.
spent the night.
Yeah.
Do you then need to cast it again?
Only to bring us back.
Yeah, you need to.
So you need to cast a spell to create the sanctuary and cast a spell to bring you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't commune because I've spent all my spells keeping you guys up. So I'm spent. My spiritual weapon's going to bonk it in the back of the head,
I'm done. Lost my spell.
and I'm going to just stab it in the front. And so I'll just I'll keep it distracted if someone can think of something.
1 minute.
Attack. 12 plus 9 is 21.
Invisible.
21 does hit.
Yes.
I
26.
whilst also casting the spell. But we'll get some.
I didn't see it. It didn't happen. I was going to see Booming Blade, but it didn't happen. Every fucking time. So that is 8 points of slashing damage,
No, it's just one more.
7 points of radiant damage, and then bonking from the divine weapon. It's 24 to hit,
Yep.
and there's 10 points of force damage.
Okay.
Just
As you wail into this creature,
Confident will be safe.
as slowly the panic starts to settle in on how to get home.
Let a chaos die. Kingdoms against me.
Sam!
Hello.
No, before you say what you're about to do. You look around you, and a sudden panic about how to get home strikes.
Don't want to be trapped here forever. Can't be trapped here forever.
You can't be trapped here forever. You can't be that thing that is trapped. You're trying to help things that are trapped. You cannot become that.
Can't this.
Fuck.
Not this. Not this. Nope. 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 Nope.
How many spell slots do you have left?
How many?
Mhm.
Or of what category?
Yes.
Uh,
What is your highest level?
7.
7 still.
Yes.
Okay. What is the spell that you would cast with a 7th level spell slot?
There's 2 options,
Mhm.
both of which have a. One will get me away from here. One will eventually get us home, but has a chance of failure.
Neither of those were the answer that I asked.
What was the question?
Which spells?
Oh, sorry. Magnificent Mansion
Mm-hmm.
and Teleport.
Okay. What is do you have a 6th level?
No, I've used it.
5th?
I have 1 left.
Okay. Can you cast any damaging spells or charm spells at a 5th level?
I have a charm spell, a damaging spell, but I'm concentrating on a control spell.
What damaging spell could you cast at a 5th level?
Synaptic Static.
Oh, perfect.
I'm like,
I was wondering where this was going.
Yeah.
I was like,
She's
this is like,
wondering
this
whether
is
you're
all-
good.
I was hoping that I'd be like, modify memory!
is this them starting their turn?
This is Sam's turn.
This is my chaos die.
by all means,
Yep.
boil Sam.
30 feet of movement. What is the range on Synaptic Static?
I think it's 20 feet, but I'm checking. Bear with me.
The range or the radius?
The range.
120 feet.
120 feet.
20-foot radius.
Oh, you can get to Reaver easily.
Yeah.
You look at him and like, he's got this device that could free us or trap us. Fuck, and you've got to do something about it.
I can't.
You cast Synaptic Static on
Yeah, I
him.
can't touch him because he said
Well-
he'd kill me.
You heard that from Nags that there's these 3 forces in this rod, and you know for a fact that he is one of them. You didn't trust it for a moment. Well, your thoughts are chaotic.
Yeah.
Does Greggy lose his
In
job?
this moment, this is the one that broke the world.
So cast Synaptic Static on him, please.
Does Greggy lose his charm?
Why would he lose his charm?
Because maybe this person can only charm one person at once.
Reaver, can you make an
Hoping.
intelligence saving throw? I've lost my attunement to Lyra. My spell DC lowers by 1.
Your thoughts are chaotic. Mine aren't. Your spell washes over me as I counterspell it.
I'm doomed. Fuck.
5th
And
level, right?
the moment he does that, it's like clarity returns. And you look at your hands, you're like, what the fuck came over him? You realize what came over you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, cast my 8th level spell.
I've
to
been
avoid
holding
that.
I've been holding on to that just in case you all one of you ended up using like a big one on me.
Smart.
You've now got a permanent chaos point.
Oh, was it not permanent before?
Nope. But you've lost the ones that you had.
I only had 1.
You had 2.
It says 1 here.
Well, you had 2 on my list.
Nice. I'm delighted to know that.
You now have 1 permanent one, but it doesn't do anything yet.
You're gonna have to kill me.
Okay. I mean, I'm collecting.
Not you.
I'm collecting all the chaos
You
Is
points.
there
want
anything
to
you'd like to do for your bonus action, Sam?
I realized that what I did was a mistake. If anyone can pull us out of this mess, it's probably going to be me. But you're a brilliant second choice. See, you're laughing. This is good. This is fine. You're inspired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
I've got a 7th level.
Remember, you're so inspired by me.
Yeah.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
We're not on in a plane right now, are
Technically,
we?
you're not.
Teleport can take us anywhere on the same plane.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
That is a dice roll.
To be honest, I say fuck it, let's do it.
Danger.
Well, actually, so technically nothing is native to this plane because we're not on the plane.
I'm floating it out there. We can go.
I mean, we're floating it on there too.
Raven just has a moment of. We can go.
We're on the nether roof right now, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to take
Start
a
running.
moment, rather than going through combat, to discuss your options,
Thank God that telepathic bond has reactivated for this.
you can have that moment. I'll give it to you, rather than trying to do it while you're rolling.
Freeze!
Here's what I can offer: teleport to an unknown, possibly deadly location, such as the perimeter of Ioun's world, because Ioun has a blah 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 as well.
Yep.
We passed through the membrane for that one. Or if you can cover me for a minute, magnificent mansion, and explicitly lets me control who enters that space. It's a whitelist. Then we could rest there.
Assuming there's no creature here that can dispel it, or
I'm thinking chaos will just go. No.
So teleport.
Teleport.
Where's the crossbow? Could we not also use that thing to cut our way out?
I was thinking this. Is there maybe a way that we can cut the fabric of space-time?
I want to reiterate that this is
his something like
Yeah.
I would like pick it up
This-
and then we have to stitch it close behind us.
This is a thing that probably broke the world. This, you know, that thing that like breaking of the world. This is probably that. We should not break the world.
So my other option was,
I'm terrified.
the only thing that I could think of is I can move fast enough to maybe go in and just have that chaos with it while you guys escape.
That's no. We teleport away.
Okay.
But where to?
Anywhere.
Home? So, I mean, 24 hours we can go home. We've got tuning forks. We just need to find a place we can survive for 24 hours.
The house?
That is outside of...
No, because we can't teleport.
Well,
We
anywhere.
can't breach planar
No.
bubbles.
We can.
We can go back into the hallowed ground.
We can't teleport to the material plane. We can teleport to the outer perimeter.
We don't
of
have
the
plane
material
shift,
plane.
we've got teleport. And
So-
we're on the astral sea, essentially.
I do not like the idea of you punching a hole in the material plane.
But I hold no love for Ioun, so a few spiders leak out.
I wonder how this Ioun would be if we fucked with her divine realm.
She can probably fix it, though.
She's probably one of the
fine.
forces
She
that...
probably knows it's already happening, right? That's
Yeah, she's probably watching it with a
How-
little
how-
help.
What are you
How
guys?
annoyed can you be if you already know it's happening?
What
Yeah.
are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking that the alternative is chaos escapes.
What were you saying next?
I'm just imagining us being there. Just wait a second, guys. We're just.
This is happening while combat is
fighting.
happening. Yes.
If we get to Ioun's plane, then maybe we can say sorry. But we cannot say sorry here. And here, chaos can get the needle and break further out. So we need to get... At the very least, we get the needle far away from here.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You cannot take that needle in there.
Yep.
That's a word I don't know.
Let's
Let's go.
let's go.
So what is the
Teleport
conclusion?
to the barrier of Ioun's realm.
So you're going to Ioun's realm.
Yeah.
It's the only other one we know.
We could also try to go...
You could try material plane. You could try Frostfell. You could try the Feywild.
We could try life or death.
Yeah, but we know that worth it. But we think that Ayun can fix the damage we make going into it.
As long as wherever we end up, we get money when we cast one of the time.
In the balance of running away from chaos towards order, Ayun's realm seems the most orderly.
Ayun knows
And we get most help there.
And I think,
and if we had to give this to anyone, I would trust Ayun much more than Tatiana.
That's true.
agreed. No, what I was thinking was if we needed
I had it from Imogen first.
if we needed to pierce a little bit of Ayun's realm to get in, right? Knowledge leaks out.
We should not be
You guys are fucking great at just throwing magical knowledge at people and just being like, man, consequences. So let's do that.
Stop discussing the pros of this. She's probably watching.
I think we should stop life our way somewhere.
Yeah.
So, Ayun or material?
I say Ayun.
One question though, as Reaver's been seeing with True Sight this entire time, and also I got to see in the ethereal version of everything as well. Does it look as though there's anything to actually cut in the air or anything like that? Does it look like it doesn't look like we could just sip a hole and hope for the best?
You're stuck in space, bro.
Yeah, you're in space. Yeah. It's full of stars.
It is full of stars.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I think we're still going to subtle knife, but it's going to be into someone's.
and we can't, if we went to the material plane,
I recognise that we might have to fight our way.
Yes.
Well, you don't know. That's something
But-
you presume.
Frostfell, we freeze to death. Ayun, she might get angry and kill us. Or
Material plane?
material plane, we fuck up our own home, and Ayun might be able to fix her home.
Here's a question. We theoretically could see Seathan's crater. We could see here from Seathan's crater.
What if we...
Do we have line of sight?
Quick question next.
You try the material.
Quick question next. Have you turned back time yet today?
I forgot about that.
Because that sounds like reality warping. So maybe we cut a hole in reality, step through, reverse
back time.
time.
And
we'd
cause
be
a black
back through.
hole.
Maybe not because magic.
Okay.
Right.
I still say we go back.
I think teleporters are big.
Ayun. Ayun.
Are you
Let's vote.
trying to then...
We could teleport back to the material plane if we're on the outside looking in and we're still on the outside. We're still able to go back.
The
to
problem
material
is we'd be stuck in the outside and we'd have to rupture the bubble to get
No.
Maybe
We
not.
don't. We can... I'm breathing. Let's just go to the material plane, rest for 8 hours.
plane. Yes.
Plane shift.
We don't know if
That's how much time you have to finalize the plan.
Yes.
we don't know if that's going to be the result though.
Yeah, I think Ayun. Better safe bet, because Ayun herself could fix damage we do.
I love you, but I don't trust gods. One of them betrayed me.
Well, so we've got to put this needle somewhere.
We can stick it where the book used to be.
That worked really well for the book.
Yes, we can do it better this time by putting a glass case over it.
I already know what's happening with the needle.
Oh,
We
good.
just need to go.
Okay.
Then material
Material
plane.
plane, I
Material
think,
plane.
actually.
Material plane.
Material plane.
We pick up
I disagree.
initiative.
I disagree as well.
Okay.
I feel like I own.
Let's have it. Oh God!
So,
My spell.
can I presume that you are trying to get to Sam so you can teleport?
Does teleport work better if you have things from the specific plane and all that kind of shit?
Yes.
The more familiar, the better.
Okay, then maybe.
I have been inspired.
So, for the sake of not making needless rolls,
But I love needles. Rolls.
because this looks like a combat that could go on for a very long time to your seasoned adventurer eyes.
Yep.
Are you all gathering on Sam? Is
Yes.
that the...
So,
Yes.
first of all, Greggy's charmed. I'm going to try and cast Animal Friendship on him to counter charm him if possible.
Okay.
Just dispel magic.
Or if somebody else has a spell.
I don't think anyone else is listening to you.
In which case, I will Animal Friendship Greggy.
So my goal was
I can't do
to
anything.
pick up Greggy and just take whatever biting.
Well, yeah, I will
like that.
also accept that. If I fail an
Has to
Animal
be a
Friendship,
willing,
I will.
willing transport.
Willing creature.
Yeah, you
Break
can
that
help
charm.
him.
Fair. Then
Maybe
Animal Friendship.
Dispel magic?
Yeah.
If you have the spell
Okay.
slots.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will let you cast a dispel magic, but you will have to roll a dispelling check.
1/3 left.
You think material plane. You think
What
I.
did I add spell magic?
So it's your intelligence bonus.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good then. It's like
We're on
18.
we're on the
I think.
outside material.
Let me double check. That's not.
It's
That's
our world they fucked up.
Uh,
So let's make this decision ourselves. And fix it ourselves without relying on people who sealed themselves away from us.
just
I was
straight
taking advantage of them, but that's fine.
Or,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, oh, sorry. And which one?
How much?
13.
13.
Like,
Okay, unfortunately, the charm persists. You can use animal friendship and roll a persuasion check.
I've got a third level left. I'm saving it in case someone.
Are you sure? Because animal friendship, they just have to roll a wisdom
how,
check.
how hurt is Greggy?
But I can see it's.
But
Don't
Ricky
you
is
fucking
charmed.
dare!
So it's a 1v1 kind of
Okay. What am I rolling?
persuasion.
Okay.
Surely against Grecky he has advantage.
Do I have
Sure.
do I have
They have a
advantage?
whole campaign's worth of bombs.
Well, I don't think I'll need it. 18 plus persuasion is +2, so 19, 20.
Okay, what do you say to Greggy?
Don't eat my bones.
Do you remember that little box I found you in? Let's get an even bigger box for home, and we can put you in that box.
I'm in.
It looks at you, confused for a moment,
Boxes are good.
and then it makes itself really small and sits back on its hind legs, put its front legs in between them, like the small space it had available when you first found it, how it was sitting back then. And it looks at you, and slowly the ears go up.
And hey, if it doesn't work and we can't get food, we can just go to Ivan's plant farm.
Or we could just water a week.
It's okay, we just won the campaign. Greggy got
Yeah.
top round. It's fine.
So,
Anything that happens after this is just
Do you need
great.
to build
people
a
are
box
going
now?
to try and get to Sam.
Mm-hmm.
There will be 2 opportunity attacks happening.
Can I try and act as a bulwark
Where's Sam?
against people that might be taking
Raven's
hits?
back corner near the edge of the screen.
Can I
Alright.
can I interject
Yes.
and provide people an easier way?
Yes.
Do it!
Oh,
Do it! No, you can do it! We've been wanting this Doctor Strange shit since you got the spell.
yeah. I'd like to move here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to cast my Arcane Gate spell, which basically creates portals.
Now you're
Yeah.
thinking.
I want to create one portal because it has no depth,
Uh-huh.
like directly as a line
Yes.
in here,
Oh,
so that the portal through there takes them back out this side.
And you can create decide which side the opening is,
Yeah,
right?
I can choose which side.
That's hot.
Sir.
It's pretty
portals
sexy.
are.
Yeah.
yep.
You've got fly up, right?
Yes, I've
You've
got,
got
I've got big
infinite
black,
movement
big
speed.
black fire wings. I'm fine.
Okay.
Black flame, if you will.
Black fire.
It's proper Doctor Strange style, except with leaves instead of like
Ooh,
golden
yes.
bits.
That's cool.
Is there anyone below 20 hit points?
I fucking hope not, otherwise I'm not doing my job.
The wolves are
Okay.
probably looking a bit rough.
Hello, all right.
Quickly,
So,
spirit wolves.
you can all
fire
gather around Sam,
Mhm.
Raven, and this phone. Would you like to cast teleport?
Any word
Yes.
of encouragement?
Now, exactly.
I've already got
Are you going to hold
inspiration.
hands?
Yes.
We have to, because I do the thing and I just say,
Who's holding Daenerys' hand? Specifically.
we're doing the hands in the middle. Everyone's holding everyone's hand.
Who specifically? Where in the pile is your hand, Daenerys?
It'll be between 2 people's hands.
It would be a complete random.
It'll probably, like, if we're all in this line and we all go through that way, it's gonna be Nax and
Yeah, so if we've like
Raven, isn't
gone
it?
through and come through like this way,
It's important.
I'm going to be the last of the pile,
Mm-hmm.
so probably me.
yeah, it looks like it's going to be Reaver and Nax, to be fair.
Refriend next. Okay.
Okay.
You're about to cast teleport?
Honestly, I'm tempted to fake out and
Whoever,
then cast teleport.
whoever I grab gets resistance.
Okay.
I cast.
So,
So,
I cast minor illusion and then I cast teleport.
as you cast a spell, you go through the motions in those few seconds, Daenerys. The consequences of everything you have done
No.
What even is the point of all of this hard work and this love for adventure and everything you try to do, and there's a hole in this membrane, this prison. You know that people gave their life for you so you could get out, and now you didn't even manage to keep it closed. And you try and pull your hand away. Can I have a contested strength versus acrobatics from you, Denarian?
For acro.
Yeah.
Why? I'm good at that. I'm good at
Sorry,
that.
you've got 2 exclamation marks, mate.
Oh no.
That's cocked. It's a 17 plus 10. So 27.
Okay.
19 plus 9, 28. I'm so used to picking you up and grabbing you.
Since like the first episode.
Happening! At the last moment, Reaver, you see a look in Denarian's eyes, and you recognize that not from all those times he was charmed, but you flash back to a time where he stabbed Eridrian in the back. And you remember that it happened in this weird moment where his emotions seemed out of hand and not his own, not under his control. And you grab onto his hand as you cast teleport.
Everyone goes.
That's where we end.
Oh.
The campaign?
Oh!
Next session
Oh.
will be our last session.
Oh.